Here we go. It's begun already. Rich Voss in studio. Rich is stopping by to say hi because he's got the Stress Factory. Whoa! Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, you got the whole weekend, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're at Vinny's Club in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Very cool. I didn't know about this. 732-545-HA-HA to see Rich Voss at the Stress Factory, New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Are you with Bonnie? You work with Bonnie? Fuck Bonnie.
Oh, wow.
You ever we had last night, first of all, I'm in so much pain from a pinched nerve or a herniated. I don't know what the fuck, but I'm in
Where is it? Where does it hurt?
In my living room. It's in my fucking back.
No.
It's a herniated disc. Where is it? It's on your fucking rest area floor, you fucking idiot.
It could be your neck. It could be your fucking tailbone or anywhere in
whatever.
between.
It's on my back and it's painful.
All
so
right.
I flew back.
Is there pain shooting down your shoulder?
Yeah.
Shooting down, right?
Hopefully that's your heart. So
move your head really quick to the right. See, you're fine.
No, it is.
And the right is the other way.
I was going all the way around the world. So I'm in so much pain, and we have a big fucking fight last night. She smashed. She threw she breaks things.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
Nice.
She threw it against the fucking wall.
What'd she break?
You guinea bread.
Yeah, that's right. Be a golfer, just like your husband.
So it's a big fucking. And so I go.
What happened? What did she break? Because that drives me fucking.
Well, first one was the remote control for the TV, and then she took her phone and threw it against. I go, what? I go, get the fuck out. I go, how much to get out? I go, 25,000 you leave. She goes,
wow.
She goes, that's not enough. I go, oh shit. That's when I stopped. I go,
now it's going to cost you too much.
I go,
you threw an offer out there.
I go, you know what? 25,000. I'm even pushing it there.
If she's not willing to take 6 months of your salary.
Fucking went, I gotta work this out.
25 grand. No fuck.
Why were you fighting? What started that? Do you guys seem to get along so good?
Yeah, we get along, and then we had big fight because she couldn't get away. Whatever. It's just I had a bad day. I don't go up and hug her and go, oh, I'm sorry, your plans didn't work out. Like she wanted to go get a fucking massage and all this shit, girl, fucking, and it didn't work out. And send me, which I try to make it happen, get a hotel room, all that. I try to make it happen, but it didn't work out. You just didn't come up to me and go, sorry, it didn't work out, and hug. Really? Because if I'm going to hug you and go, sorry, it didn't work out, I would say about the marriage. I wouldn't say it about your spa.
But wait, why didn't it work out? It's just a massage.
It was a dumb spa day you guys are fighting over?
No, and I was playing with the baby in the room, and I left the room dirty.
It's not a baby anymore. The thing's like 8 or 9 years old at this point.
Stop calling it a baby that walks around.
Hemoglobin. But wait, no, hold on. You're supposed to give her a spa day. Like she wanted to go away for a spa, or just wanted to go
to New York with her friends. It didn't work. Whatever.
For what reason?
Huh?
For what reason?
It just didn't fucking. Her friends canceled, and her birthday was Sunday, so I fucking fly back from Austin. She's driving back from Boston. I'm not telling you, I'm in so much fucking pain. I didn't sleep the night before. I get home, I go, well, let me run out. I get her some dumb presents and a gift card.
What'd you get her?
What'd you get her, Rich? That thing that you chop onions.
Oh, that's probably why she fucking hates you.
What did you get?
She wants something to chop onions for her birthday.
He got a Ron Popeil onion chopper.
Oh my God! You got the chop.
Kissing the guys on it. I like that guy.
You got her a scene on TV gift for her birthday, and you wonder why she's smashing things.
No, that's not all I got her.
What else you get her?
I got her a vacuum and a dustpan.
You get her a Snuggie?
That cheese thing that you twist and
fucking so cool. I got also 2 magazines.
Linguine,
like
fettuccine, martini, bikini. Shut up. You
hear this guy?
You prostitute biting ass.
You guys missed it, though. You got her an onion chopper and 2 magazines.
Wait, it's not
what magazines?
What magazines?
Us magazines.
My Husband Sucks Weekly.
Us magazines.
She already subscribes to that. She's the editor.
She's video. A
people I'd rather hang with than Rich Voss.
A toothbrush.
She likes toothbrushes.
On his world, that's a big gift.
She likes toothbrushes.
You didn't even know where to go to get that, did you?
I got
that confused the hell out of you. Where do I go for a toothbrush?
But wait a second. A gift card at Bloomingdale's.
Your presents suck.
Yeah,
that might be good, though.
That's a gift card. I got her a gift card at Bloomingdale's.
How much?
And I took her out for fucking dinner.
How much is the gift
nice.
card?
Huh?
How much is the gift card?
How much is the gift card?
More than $200?
Yeah.
No, it was less.
250?
How much? 100?
$100.
It wasn't Bloomies.
$100
I won't
and a
get
couple
the
Doesn't
magazines
matter.
and an onion
I get
chopper.
shit all the time. It doesn't matter.
And where was
I took out
dinner?
for dinner. I got a baby.
Where was dinner?
Hula Hands. Because she gets a free appetizer on her birthday.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, she gets a free appetizer on her
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy. All right.
You
Wait,
went
hold
to
on.
you went to a place where they wear flair.
Yeah.
No, Flair. What are you talking about?
You got
You
watch
fucking
this
took-
movie that
you-
was
you
really
took-
popular
I said
a few
wherever you
years
wanna
ago
go,
that
and
we
I
quote all
go,
the
how
time
about
on the
Hula
Opie and
Hands?
Anthony show, but that's not important. Go ahead.
Why didn't you take her to the city, like to the
Thank
Time
you.
Warner building, to the fucking to the Porterhouse
Yeah.
Steakhouse?
You got the flair
Really?
thing,
Because her
right?
friend was with us, and I had to take her friend too. I'm not taking.
He doesn't watch
having a big-
movies. This stupid fuck.
Are you talking about me?
No, we're
Because
not.
I didn't hear the Flair. I didn't get the Flair joke. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
So your gifts suck, Rich.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I
it's
think
just the fact
gifts,
that I went through all of it to do it. It doesn't matter if you're good
I'm not even killing hula hands, but if it's your girl's birthday, you try to go somewhere a little nicer than hula hands.
Well, we started off at Fridays and worked up to
Work your way sideways.
It's not like that was the first pick.
when do you think the divorce is going down?
Yeah.
Well, I've got to make the movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm not going to get divorced. I can't fucking do it anymore. I'm sick of traveling all over to visit kids.
We are not animal.
So,
So she basically saying you're an insensitive ass, and that's what bothers
Yes,
her.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She's right.
You know?
Because you didn't go up and say, I'm sorry, things didn't work out for you.
Yeah, and all that. And
She needs. Does she need a lot of like cuddling?
She needs some.
kind of attention and coddling.
no,
and,
Bonnie doesn't need much of anything,
Yeah.
and he can't even give her that. Your gifts suck. It's obvious you ran around your little dumb town
My gifts suck?
and quickly fucking got some dumb
Ah,
things.
You know,
that's
every-
You got
probably
a
it,
couple
too,
magazines and an onion chopper,
And a
then
gift card,
and a
and
gift
just-
card, and then you threw.
and I
in
also said I'll get you an iPhone when your service runs out.
well,
when's
that
that?
doesn't mean shit.
Would it cost her $200?
October.
Yeah.
October. That's great.
Well, because her service is $200 if you bail out on
So
it.
what? You're an entertainer. You're both entertainers. Take the
marriage is
200.
doomed by
Write
then.
it off. It's a write off.
Yeah, just fucking
The
take the
government
hit.
allows you that, Ralph.
It's a write off.
Take the hit.
Yeah, $200. Get her an iPhone.
Verizon working on
Yeah.
a little deal with the iPhone. by the way.
Supposedly, yeah.
Sprint.
That hit. That hit this morning.
Verizon
Yeah.
will. I'll switch to Verizon in a second.
Dude, even if it's just, I will, everyone will.
Yeah, I know.
I guarantee
AT&T
they're going to make it so they don't ruin AT&T. They're going to make it less of an iPhone. It's going to be like the original
No
basic.
fucking way.
Guaranteed it'll be
There'll
shitty.
outrage. Outrage.
They don't care.
So where are we at with Rich?
they don't, you're
So
right.
we could let it go and let it be known that I had a big fight. I'm in pain, but I don't bring any of this on stage.
oh, I thought you were going to say to the show.
I don't bring anything to the show.
You already brought a lot of stuff to our show.
And when you were talking about
Rich.
wasting money, the
Wait,
government.
no. I
Yeah.
don't want to blow off the Bonnie thing, and then we can get
Yeah,
back
I
to it.
agree. I like the body thing.
I'm a little confused. So those gifts sucked, and she realized that.
No, it wasn't the gift suck, because I buy her shit all the time. Anything she wants, I buy.
So what was
Believe
the
me.
fight about?
Just that
You're not-
I'm
insensitive.
insensitive. And you can't, listen, you can't bring a horse to the water and whatever the saying is, or the fucking, you know what I'm talking,
You can bring a horse's teeth to water, but you can't make them drink.
you know what I'm
you
saying.
mention a
Bring a
horse
horse's ass to
in your
water.
condition. In your
Whatever.
condition, you should never mention a horse.
Whatever, you know the saying, but whatever I'm saying is, that's not me. I'm not a very emotional, are you an emotional person?
Extremely.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
the
Jimmy-
worst.
Jimmy-
yeah,
Jimmy cried on the show recently.
Huh?
He cried on the show
Why
recently.
you played his video?
I'm a very sensitive guy. I am. Sometimes I don't like to be emotional every 10 seconds with a chick, but yeah, I'm good for
Rich,
that.
why don't we all take turns hugging you?
We're
No,
all a
wait,
little
you're emotional
sensitive.
with your girl? Yeah. When you say next week you'll pass the test, like what?
No, but I'm fine being comforting and stuff like that. I don't mind that.
No, I do it.
But
You're
you're
terrible at it.
You're real bad with your
You're
emotions.
terrible
You're
at it.
Horrible.
You're
You're
terrible
really
at it.
bad, dude.
You don't like being touched.
You don't like
You're
nothing.
filled with shame and self-hatred because you didn't get hugged, and maybe you sucked 300 too many dicks growing up. You're fucking filled with shame and self-loathing, as you should be.
Jesus, what is this, a step meeting?
I wouldn't recognize one.
Last night, I get a call. Some guy goes, at a 12-step meeting, I'm not breaking any traditions.
Yeah.
He goes, we're having our anniversary, and you come down, and I go, oh, fuck, I don't have a sponsor. I'm scrambling. I go, well, my sponsor's in Atlanta, and I made that up.
What a jerk. What a jerk.
I get there, and they give me my 24-year medallion, and I go, look, because you got to be honest. You get honest, and I go, I go, look, I got this call, and you know, I said my sponsor from Atlanta couldn't get here, especially when I don't have his right phone number. Just everything's fucking falling
And someone
apart.
is pointing out.
Watch the Vikings.
Someone is pointing out that
No,
you
I did
shopped
one.
at CVS. All that stuff that you mentioned, you could get at CVS.
I did get it there.
You got your wife's gifts at CVS?
It's 3 blocks from my house. What do you want me
Well,
to...
that's her point. That's her point.
Jesus Christ.
That is her point right there, Rich. It was obvious you didn't try to do anything for her birthday.
Oh, that's beautiful. Good.
Even the gift card is. Oh my God! You're the worst.
are
You can't shop
terrible.
at CVS.
Lots of rules. I did get it there.
All excited.
Of course he
You're a
did.
terrible husband.
One-stop shopping.
I had a chocolate candy bar. A good one, not like a Babe
What
Ruth.
kind?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ate some of it before I wrapped
wow.
it, though.
What kind, really?
It was good.
3 musculars.
Whatever. Presents, it's not about that, because I always get it.
Well, according to her, it is.
No, it's about emotions. You know,
Yeah, but that-
Anthony's like me. He can't hide it.
Why?
Huh?
How?
Do you show any emotion? Oh, really holding a
no.
gun to her head? Yeah, that's not emotion.
I don't hold guns to people's heads.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, not really.
You're not a cuddly type fucking guy.
In my private life, I am probably the most sensitive, loving guy out of everyone in this fucking room.
You have no fucking idea. How would you know that?
How would I know that? What, him?
You
About
can't
him?
make a statement like that.
Me?
You have no idea.
No, I'm saying I am probably the most sappy, loving guy when it comes to me and a girl being like together.
Really? Hide in the closet.
No, he lasts long. I'm just saying. After a week, that shit's done.
I understand. Believe I'm also a love addict. I understand. I wallow in emotionalism, and then it gets old, and then I cheat. I got it.
There you go, Jim. That's a love addict.
I mistake healthy emotions for I just can't live without you. I love you. God, you're boring. Die whore. Beat it next.
So,
So
moving
I'm
on.
different. I don't do that, but I don't cheat, see?
All right, so then Bonnie opens your shitty gifts, and that was the last straw for her, and she starts breaking stuff.
No, you're
the breaking
turning
stuff
it
isn't
in-
cool. But
What happened though? What
Yeah,
happened?
let's
Like,
go.
How did it go?
I got back
You
from the
brought this
meeting.
up, by the way, so we want to slow you down and get the whole story out.
I got back from my meeting, which I go to, but I always feel, and there's texts, as I'm going to the meeting, because we had an argument before I left because I didn't clean the baby's room, Raina's room. I'm sorry, I forgot she's not a baby anymore.
She's applying
maybe I
to
should smack the
colleges.
fucking pacifier out of her face and go, I hope he doesn't think you're a baby anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing when I get home.
That's what you should do.
Smack it out of her face.
Kick
right?
it.
Kick it?
I didn't say that either.
Well, she's still a baby. She's 2.5. She's a baby.
All right, I thought she was a little older.
Really? Well, you
She
would
seems to be around for a while.
Yeah, I know. But these are things you know when you send a baby gift. Anyhow, you know how old they are because you remember when you sent it. Okay,
I sent a baby gift.
At least I do get gifts. At least I do get gifts.
forget anything, does he?
At least I do
Jesus.
get gifts. They might not be good ones.
For someone
All right.
that doesn't have any emotions in his fucking body,
Yes.
they
Thank
sure
you.
come out.
Thank you for coming to my wedding.
Wedding? Your wedding?
Wedding.
My wedding. A wedding?
Yeah, it's fucking.
So what happened, Rich? What happened?
So I got back. We had a fight before I left, and she's texting me on her way to meetings. Make sure you tell everybody your wife's a real, cunt and this and that. What do you say? Whatever, all these fucked up texts. And fucking, I get home, and then I write back, sorry, I'll clean the room when I get home. I get back, and the fucking room's clean, and then we just start fighting, and then it gets and then you don't spend time. I go, fuck. I go. You got one kid. I got 3. She goes, well, you don't spend time with your other kids, and now that's when I fucking lost it.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, yo!
And then she goes, my ex-wife's step-husband raised my other kids. I'm like, really?
Oh shit!
We got some suggestions coming in here.
Do you have any idea how I fucking lost it? Really? I fucking dedicated my life when my kids were young. Watched them every day. I don't think you did.
Got some suggestions coming in here from Jersey Mike. Voss, give Bonnie a real gift, start smoking again, and die.
Oh,
I guess
that's
that's
not
just
nice.
mean-spirited.
Yes.
Yes, and that's a gift for everybody. Bonnie wants something special for herself.
A gift that keeps on giving.
How do people wish somebody to die? What if I just? It's not. It's not even funny.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Inappropriate.
No, it isn't.
Hilarious.
When you,
The best part.
Why's your? Are you growing your hair?
No, I'll cut it. I'm an older man now.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fucking
You're,
fine.
you're
I'm in
fucking
pain.
waking up from a Vicodin high.
Yeah.
I
junkie.
took one.
You're a junkie.
It only starts with one. I took one.
Yeah, you can't be
really?
taking Vicodin.
It doesn't do anything. It doesn't get you high. It stops pain.
Oh, really?
It-
People
yeah.
don't get addicted to Vicodin?
Well,
Are
people
you
that do-
kidding me?
If you do it every day or 3 times a day, if you're doing it without pain, then you're going to
You
get
shouldn't
high.
be tempted, my friend.
What's that?
You shouldn't be tempted
I'm not
by
tempted.
that.
I was prescribed it for pain. I didn't fucking
Yeah,
drive
did you
it.
tell the doctor though that you're a bit of a
recovering
addictive
addict?
personality?
It wasn't a doctor. It was a guy in my hometown.
Oh, just some guy selling out of a fucking bag.
Yes.
So wait, she threw the thing against the wall. What else did she, like, was she just yelling and she threw it?
Yes, and then they yell and they smash things. And
Yeah. No,
and the
she
fucking-
does. You
and
don't say they. It separates the
Whatever.
whole
I
thing.
mean, she's not. I'm a little too wrong, but
A little too wrong?
A little bit wrong. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Whatever.
No,
I'm just
not
fucking
really, but-
easy.
So
Okay.
what did she break?
Huh?
The remote?
And her phone?
The remote, her phone, and
That's-
my spirit.
No, but did she ever break your personal stuff, like stuff that you value, like?
Yeah, she smashed the car once and broke the whole fucking vent system in the
Hit your car?
BMW. That's I said it's your car, but it's still in my name. That I would have thrown that in with the 25,000.
When did this
Damn.
fight go down? Last night?
Last night.
Before you went to bed?
Well, I said I'm sorry, and we laid in bed.
Any making up?
And they always go, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I went like that or something.
He rubbed her shoulder.
Yeah, just brushes
They always go.
brushes her shoulder.
They go. Let's go to counseling. I've been to you know what counseling is the fucking worst because really we're going to sit and talk about 7 years of our. It takes fucking. It'll take 2 years to get our story out.
Foss, when did it go wrong?
Huh?
When did this whole thing go wrong?
The baby? Like
You guys were all
pressure?
lovey-dovey. We all remember the lovey-dovey days.
Yeah.
I guess when the Oscar basket ran out.
Can we get her on the phone today?
No, she's
She's not in the mood?
No,
She's not in the mood. And she can't answer her phone because it's in 100 pieces right now. That's
Splattered
real
against the
healthy
wall.
fucking household you got. Jesus.
But whatever, I made up, and a lot's my fault, so I'm going to have to just be a little more emotional.
Yeah, is that it? So
How
you're
you
going to
gonna
have to
learn
be a
that?
little more emotional?
Huh?
I think that's going to be tough for you. I don't
I'm
see
a
it.
method actor.
Yeah? Is that it? You're going to be able to just put it on?
Oh, are you
She
kidding
won't
me?
be able to
I'm
tell
going to look at it as
you're
like
faking?
I'm going to look at it like, all right, it's a movie, and I'm going to walk in and go, oh fuck, here's my scene.
Here's the scene.
Wait, someone is...
I love you, Louis Beans.
Let's go to Sean in Texas. Sean.
Hey, Voss.
Yeah.
Who is your ex-wife's step-husband? What the fuck is a step-husband?
That's Rich's response to you.
Who the hell is that?
I think Rich answered you, sir.
Yeah, that is funny. Fucking Sam's wearing a muumuu today.
What the fuck
That's
is
horrible.
What are you wearing?
That is terrible.
What happened?
It's short and fucking light purple.
His
And
pants are like hanging off of him.
What's wrong?
You're
terrible outfit.
Are you on your way to
Did you lose-
Bonnaroo?
Did you lose weight?
Rich is
Have you lost weight?
You should have more fights with Bonnie.
No?
I think I'm the same weight, pretty much.
Yeah, but you got taller.
Yeah.
You were like a little kid when you first came here, and now you're getting taller, but you're not getting heavier. That's probably your.
I don't think I got any taller.
Yeah, I think
got
you're
You should
older.
do the thing on the wall. Mark the wall.
Yeah, we should have done that with him. Mark the
That's
wall.
what's creepy about the guys we hire around here. They actually grow up in front of us.
Oh, isn't that a
You
shame?
never grew
Uncle
facial
Paul.
hair. What's up with that?
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah, he wasn't able to grow a beard, and now he can.
Yeah,
And you never held the mic like a rock star.
Oh, look at that.
shit!
Yeah,
Rich is
he's-
giving you
he's
the
goofing
business
on you a little bit.
Oh fuck!
He's goofing on you a little bit.
I'm not goofing. You're the ones who stopped
And the
him.
hair.
So
There's
what?
nothing wrong with his hair if you're
Thank
doing
you.
your dishes.
Any comment, Maybelline?
Rich is going to be killing at the Stress Factory this weekend. I feel it. You got to have more fights with Bonnie. You just have to. So what? Why the pinched nerve? Playing golf?
No, I think I
probably doesn't-
I don't know if it's pinched or herniated. Can you herniate?
I got two
discs?
herniated discs.
I got look. Can you herniate
Whoa.
this from just yawning, going like that? Or
Oh yeah, if you're an old man, absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
or I pinched it laying on the
You ever-
fucking
you ever,
plane.
like-
Being sued by audiences.
I used to pinch my neck before I did a lot of rehab, just fucking trying to shampoo my hair. in the morning.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, you
the
turn the
dumbest
wrong
little
way,
fucking
you
thing will
fucking-
do
A
it.
couple more years, you won't have that problem.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I pinched it, but it hurt so bad. But then I played like a couple days of golf, and that might have hurt it a little more too. I don't fucking know, but it's fucking killing me. And if it's because I got a herniated lower disc,
What's wrong with your back?
L6.
So why is your back so bad?
Some people, I don't know. Why's your pot?
I don't know.
Look at you. Look at you.
you don't know.
You
I'm not
look like a
hurting.
fucking out of work bookend, and you're going. Why's my...
He plays golf 5 days a week instead of, taking care of his wife and kid. That's why he's got herniated discs.
Oh, really?
This is what you
Yeah,
hear
that-
in therapy,
Yeah,
by the way,
I know.
in like group therapy.
I went to
yeah.
counseling.
Do you think, Rich, do you think it's good that you play golf and leave Bonnie home with the, how do you feel about that? And Bonnie, how does that make you feel? Shut the fuck up.
Then she would fall Bonnie too. Do you think you're wrong when you refer to your husband as impotent kike?
Fuck.
Oh, shit. Oh, I actually went to that with a girlfriend. Not even a wife. A girlfriend. But we've been together. It was me and Melinda. We've been together for 9 fucking years. So it was like, toward the end, it was really getting like, oh boy, this just ain't working out anymore. And there was really nothing that could be done about it. It was no one's fault. It just kind of, we grew apart. We're friends now, very friendly and stuff like that. But it just like, as a relationship, just not there anymore. So no amount of counseling or anything is going to help that. But I figured, she was seeing somebody and then figured, maybe I should come in there and talk and see if that would help at all with this relationship problem, which of course it didn't. But
Wait, was it the same therapist she was using?
yeah.
See, that's always hard. Like, you got to go to a different one when you both kind of walk in cold.
It was a miracle I went at all because I just knew it was going to happen. And we sat there and we would leave these things. I think I went to a total of 3 of these sessions. We'd leave these things with me and her more pissed off at each other but it's like, no, it's good to get the anger out. And it's like, no, this is very non-productive anger. This is just anger where you'll say things that you probably shouldn't say to each other, kind of anger, and make things worse. And that's what it was, because this therapist was just like getting on me about shit. And I'm like, shit, who the fuck are you?
And you're gonna
How long after did it end? Like, after you guys went to therapy?
Oh, it was pretty much during, after 3.
So therapy worked.
It just broke us
But
up.
it was like, that's what should have happened.
that
It
might have
worked.
been that might have been because you're
It
gonna
was
say
going that way anyway, believe me.
that might have been the catalyst though to get it over with.
It was going. It
You're
was
gonna
going.
say shit in therapy, like you said, and all of a sudden in the car, really? That's what I am? Like, you think you say it there and it stops there?
Yeah, no.
I took my ex-wife, we went to counseling, and I thought things were going well, and I took her to Aruba, and we're in fucking Aruba, and I'm dropping all kinds of cash, which I didn't have then, and then we go to Aruba, and then we get home, and my friend's, a guy I know, his wife passed away, so I went to the funeral and got home. She goes, I want a divorce. I go, you couldn't have told me that last week before we went to fucking Aruba, and I spent all, you know what I mean? So all if it's fucking doesn't work, it doesn't. See, me and Bonnie won't break up because we're soulmates.
Oh, shit.
It sounds it.
SOLE, they share shoes.
That's what she throws at Rich. Her shoes.
Those little things can't hurt me.
So you're on Vicodin, that's good.
I'm not on Vicodin. I took one. I took one because of pain.
all
I
starts
take
with one,
ibuprofen.
right?
In order to take 2, you have to take 1 first.
Oh, believe me. Hey, listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not gonna, I take ibuprofen or
and you're still
whatever.
chewing your gum. We've all noticed.
Oh, this
Yeah.
stuff is getting better and better.
Dude,
It's just
dump
so
it.
good.
Dump the fucking gum. You got it.
Dump the nicotine gum.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You what do you mean you did?
I never did the gum. I just did the
Listen,
patch.
you fucking assholes. I stopped smoking because you guys that came here. So that's 4 years ago.
Stop
Well,
for us.
You know
because
what
you
the
kept getting on my
long-term
nerves.
effects of the gum
now
are,
get
though?
off the gum.
Maybe?
You gotta get off the gum.
I'm not sure.
There
There
isn't
could be
any,
harmful.
but if something does happen, then I sue him because there's no warning on the box. I'm the first one.
So then Bonnie will get more than 25 G's and fucking
I
leaves
hope-
your
I
ass.
hope-
When you're looking like
I hope-
fucking Roger
I-
Ebert.
I hope I don't get home and there's a counter offer.
It's on
She
the
just
counter.
slides a piece of paper over to you.
Yeah.
Now the offer's already on
Yes.
the counter.
60 in the house, you keep the furniture.
Fucking rich, Jesus.
I just paid my house down and remortgaged,
Well, good for
refinanced.
you.
Yeah.
Good for you, Rich.
Doesn't that cost a lot of money, though, to refinance? I never did that.
Huh?
Does it cost a lot of money to refinance?
Yeah, of course it does.
$3
It depends.
grand.
Yeah, you got to
3,000.
fucking.
But is it worth it?
Sometimes it is.
No,
Sometimes
I just
it's not.
try to waste as much as I possibly can. I called the
Get rid
banker
of
and
it
I
all.
said, "How can I lose more money?" And that's what he said. You are dumber. You are just fucking stupid. I know I'm stupid. You're in denial.
No, I
Okay,
just never
shut
did
up.
it. Except I paid a lot of it into my principal, so I didn't. I figured by the time I refinanced, how much are you going to save me? I don't know.
Well, there's the Rich Voss update.
Thank you.
It's nice.
Things are good.
It sounds it. Sounds like things are
and
going
stupid
well.
fucking Vinny. I have to do 1,000 people to break even. Go fuck yourself. What, 1,000 people?
Oh, shit.
You know what? Because I was talking to him on the phone. He said, I go, you've never lost money with me. Okay. How do you know that? Because I keep working there. It's not out. And, I have to do 1,000 to break even. Really? How much is your fucking nut? You know what I mean? You don't have to do 1,000 people to break fucking even. These fucking club owners. I'm talking to them as a club owner now, not as a comic.
Right.
Not as a friend that has been there for you for the last 20 some odd years.
No, I've been there for him.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, shit. That's how you turn that shit around.
No, he's a friend, but I'm sick of these fucking
He doesn't
club
have to
owners.
put the pressure on you like that.
Yeah, I need 1,000 to break even. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't break even.
But how about he buys a fucking commercial on our show?
You know? How about this time when you host and open for me, you don't do 40 fucking minutes up front of bad crowd work when I do fucking fantastic crowd work.
Oh, bad combination.
All club owner, and I'm actually, I never had a bad run-in with Vinny as a club owner. I really haven't. I've never had a bad incident. But I'll say almost every club owner I've ever dealt with is a liar.
Yeah.
Almost everyone tries to fucking steal from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all try to steal.
They're all from the same mold. They're
Unless
all,
you
like,
just do a flat
sleazy
deal.
Fucking,
Yeah.
Yep.
This is what you fucking pay me.
Yeah.
Whether there's 5 people or whether they're all sold out, that's what you pay me.
Yep.
But anytime there's a fucking deal where there's money coming in, thank God for fucking Kenny and Pete. They catch fucking every fucking
You do written contracts?
club. Oh, fuck yeah.
See?
Every club
Smart
fucks
gang.
around.
Yep.
Every club.
I did a door deal once in Indianapolis at Crackers. Cunt bitch. She gave 75 free passes.
Thanks.
I
I'm
don't work
working
free
a door deal here,
because you're making
dummy.
fucking money on alcohol.
Yeah,
They don't care. They
they
just
wanna
want to
bring anyone in.
They possibly can. And she goes, "Well, sue me." That's basically what she said. Sue me.
The bottom line is that we also have in the contract how many fucking comps are allowed
Yeah.
to give out, because they'll all pull that shit. Oh, he papered the room. Well, fuck you. Give me a piece of liquor. Like you
Yeah.
just said, you're right. They're all fucking, and I know they're trying to make money too, but I really have had so many confrontations, and again, Kenny catches them all the time.
Oh, I can only imagine.
They're not all bad. Like
I've never met one that didn't try to fuck me, except for Vinny.
Vinny
because
is
he's always
good.
paid me a flat
Vinny-
rate.
Never
Vinny
tried to fuck me.
Yeah.
Vinny won't. Vinny is actually good because he's a comic.
Yeah,
so
I've
he
never
knows.
had an issue with him.
Mark in Philly is good to me. He's not a bad
I never
guy.
dealt with him.
He's not. He's pretty honest. But most, like you say.
What about George in Austin? Is he good?
I just did Austin. It wasn't George. I wasn't selling tickets there.
No, the point is-
I wasn't. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. You made your point.
All right.
But people want to know, did you go to CVS for your Vicodin and said, you know what, while I'm here, I might as well shop for Bonnie?
No, it was just the opposite. He's like, well, I'm getting her a gift. I might as well get Vicodin.
Vicodin.
Why is everybody so? I only took one of them, but why is everybody like Vicodin?
You're a drug addict.
Did you feel the effects? Not just no pain. Did you all of a sudden feel like, wow, I'm getting a little buzz
Not
here?
in the least bit.
How?
Because the pain is so bad. If you're not in pain, I guess you'll get high. But when the pain is so bad, that's what
That's
they're made
insane.
for. No, that's,
you feel it.
You
I
gotta
didn't know.
feel it a little
Listen to
bit.
me. I can
Anytime I've taken Vicodin, and I've been in some like radical tooth pain where I took a Vicodin and it was like, this is so
Yeah, but
fucking good.
That's because all the residue from the shit you did the night before is still in you,
Oh,
and it
it's just
triggered that.
recharged.
You just went
yeah.
to sleep, right?
What's that?
You went to sleep. You took it.
Yes, I wanted. I was
okay.
in so much fucking.
Then you went to sleep. But
Yeah.
you were high in your sleep then.
But you're not moving around like you have a pinched nerve or anything.
I'm
You're
not moving around. What am I supposed to do?
You're moving around good.
Then it's a herniated disc if it's not a pinched nerve. I don't know. It's fucking pain up here. I'm sorry.
I've never seen a guy move around better.
He's probably still the Vicodin. Is probably
You still got the
No, that
Vicodin
was
in
2
you?
days.
You
3
drug
days ago.
addict?
Yeah, no, I took ibuprofen. That's one thing I'm proud of, and you can't even fucking take that away from me.
Are you back
Why?
on drugs?
What?
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 Is
What?
man? I'm fucking nodding.
Oh my god!
Is my accomplishments in recovery.
All right, that's good.
The big 24 year.
Yes, he does.
And then 25. What does that look like? Is that like a big thing?
That's when you're an old timer.
Yeah.
But
Too bad you're not going to make it to 25. Now that you're on Vicodin.
That's a shame. No wonder you have a bad back. Look at the wallet you carry.
Yeah,
Look, dude.
No, you're not supposed to sit on wallets.
How thick that is. That wallets ruin your fucking back, dude. Honestly.
It'll give you sciatica.
They kill your
Rich, I swear to God.
Maybe for a guy that doesn't work out, I think I can handle a 2-ounce wallet.
You can't, Sorback.
All right.
Because you got to take Vicodin to fall asleep. I know.
Maybe if you didn't carry all the guilt, you're back in fucking...
It supposedly cuts in on the nerves in your leg.
It's a real thing,
and it's uneven.
And if you have a big fat wallet, you're sitting the wrong...
Put on a stack napkins up on the other side, though.
This is what I carry in my front pocket. I carry that. I carry that. I never. Let me see it. Put it in my back pocket.
Can I see your wallet? Can I see
this fucking thing? Is dude. How do you?
Let me see how big that fucking thing is.
Oh my Rich!
I'm trying to look like you.
I can't believe.
Yeah, sit on that.
It makes you uneven. Like, how do you do this?
And then your spine goes uneven, and then you're gonna fuck up your back eventually.
It's my upper back.
Let me see that fucking wallet.
Let me show you something. Give me up.
Let me show you that. Let me see.
Really?
What? Let me see your fucking wallet, you weirdo.
You're not getting a call back on this one.
Do you carry your wallet or no?
Yeah, it's sitting on the counter. I don't sit on it.
I carry mine.
Fuck you, fucker.
That's funny.
I'll go toe-to-toe with you today. I have enough confidence. I'll take you fucking down. I'll take you down.
I don't. I never carry my front pocket. It would hurt. How do you sit on a plane? Honestly, man, it hurts my back. It's bad for you because you're making your spine uneven. You do cut into your nerve. It's like fucking. What are you doing? Carry it in your front like this. Get something like this. Carry it in your front pocket.
Yeah, what's in the wallet? There's too much shit in there. You don't need all that shit.
Yeah, that's tradition. Stop carrying that in your back pocket.
What are you, a hoarder?
Mine are all
PBA cards.
It's just not.
You carry yours in your back too, Ant?
Yeah, but if I got rid of all the PBA cards, it would be like paper thin. They're all like PBA cards.
You just leave that in your car.
Where is it? No. I got a couple of cards.
I leave them all in my car.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm in the Mustang.
Are you a hoarder, Rich?
Kinda.
Yeah, he is.
You are, huh?
Yeah.
What can't you throw away?
Memories. I got seeds.
What can't you throw away?
I got I got shit clothes. I got bins and bins of clothes, and I give them away sometimes. But I buy nice clothes, so it's hard to throw out like fucking, Hugo Boss or fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like your shit, you could throw that out and fucking wash your car with a fucking T-shirt Gap bullshit.
Who's gonna wear your
Gap? It's UFC.
Whatever the fuck, you got a free shirt.
Whatever the fuck, it's a really nice UFC shirt.
Yeah, what's wrong with my UFC shirt?
Really?
And all my fucking, my nice Abercrombie jeans that I normally wear.
Abercrombie? What are you, in 12th grade?
I like them.
Ah, shut up. Listen, I buy nice shit.
Excuse me.
Yeah, why the anger?
Abercrombie's for
Sit
kids.
back down.
First of all, there's no thing as Abercrombie. There's an M in there.
Yeah, sit back down,
You
Rich.
Oron.
Abercrombie. That's on the list.
But it'll be off your Vicodin
Yeah,
soon.
but
You'll be
who
all
are
right.
you to tell anybody they're going through an age crisis thing? You wear very childlike clothes. You always have new Air Jordans on.
No, I don't. I got fucking Reeboks and shit.
Exactly.
Well,
Because I got a
Reeboks
$3,000 gift
the
certificate.
kids are buying the Reeboks right now, so.
Huh?
The kids are buying the Reeboks.
You see the
Your English
or the kids?
Oh, the kids. Like the English gentleman's driving hat you have on,
Yeah,
too.
it really is.
That's 'cause I
very
did my
nice.
hair. It was free. It was
With
from
the
Kanga.
stripe.
Miss Daisy needs a
Racing
ride.
stripe.
Look, your hat has no backbone. It's just like that. This is class.
No backbone.
Look at
it's
this
a
like
hat.
it's flat.
Wow, what an odd hat I have. A Yankees fucking cap. Wow, you never see them.
Really?
Yeah.
Bandwagon douchebag.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Wow, Rich is on Vicodin today.
I know. I got to really.
After 24 years,
I got to
he's
be nice.
We're watching him turn back to an addict.
Picking his dick. Fucking juicy.
Why are you pinching your dick?
What drugs do to you?
Make you pinch your dick.
Are you going back on drugs?
Never. If I'm going to do drugs, plus, here's the deal. If I'm back on drugs, you'll know.
We'll know
'Cause I
in a
won't have
second,
any.
right?
Yes, really.
Yeah. Everything will be gone.
I won't have this watch.
You'll just slip. It won't even be a slippery slope. It'll be a cliff, right? Just
it's
gone.
Not, listen, my drug of choice, it's not, you're not going to fucking, I'll do it once a week. That first hit, I'm out to the fucking races. I'm selling everything.
Gone.
Are you kidding me? It's gone. It's not, let me tell you
Sell
something.
the house, sell the wife, sell the kids.
Yeah.
Believe you me.
It's your loving father.
Kurt.
You know.
Colonel Dunce.
I think Rich is having a nervous breakdown right in front of our faces here.
Yeah,
All right.
Could be on the
All right.
verge.
Tremendous late in life crisis he's
Yeah,
having.
you're
What am I
Rich?
having?
A late in life crisis.
He got you on that one.
What?
Light and late.
Oh, late and
Could I
late.
have a coffee light and late, please?
Boy, we're gonna kill a guy. This is all of a sudden, guy makes a mistake. That's a great hat there. What are you gonna do? Go play golf or something out in the rain? Got a bunch of stripes on his hat.
Rich Voss is going to be at the Stress Factory Thursday through Saturday, New Brunswick, New Jersey, Vinny's Club. Go there, because I guess we got to get 1,000 people in the doors for you.
No.
So Vinny doesn't yell at
you.
You.
Make money. He's destitute if you don't.
Have you ever been to Vinny's house? Have you ever been there?
I might have for a Super Bowl party years ago.
Fucking beautiful. Every time I work there, there's a new addition put on the fucking house. It's beautiful.
You have to work at his house?
No, every time I to get a booking.
He sells out the living room every time.
I was thinking more like he has to do gardening or something for Vinny. Fuck, I was wondering where you got that tan from.
Did you see the picture of Bonnie dressed as a man that we shot the other day?
All right, you can show us during the break, okay? Let's. I'm trying to get a plug in. We'll do some material with you next. We got Rosie and fucking Sharpton, and we found the RuPaul audio that I was discussing earlier. It's really creepy, and I think we're gonna go backstage as we go into break here. So, Rich, you're just terrific, just a terrific friend. Do you want a baby gift?
No.
Let's stop bringing it up.
And now, backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and the backstage crew recently saw on E-Rock's Twitter that he was promoting a listener-picked Worst of Opie and Anthony special. We went to the Sex Bagel for the details.
E-Rock, I've been checking your Twitter, and I keep hearing about this listener Worst of deal. What is this?
We're giving the listeners the opportunity to host a Worst Of show.
How does it work?
They call 877-4 Of. They leave their name, their information, and the material that they want to hear.
People can pick any bit from the history of Opie and Anthony?
Pretty much, yes.
Jesus, don't sound too excited about it, Nagel. We went to the O&A crew next to find out what their favorite O&A bits of all time were.
Hey, Danny, E-Rock is putting together a listener picks Worst of Opie and Anthony special. If you could pick any bit in the history of Opie and Anthony but worst of, what would you pick?
Oh, man. There's so many good ones. I'm going to have to go, and I'm going to go pretty deep for all you guys who are lingering longer, but I'm going to go with the time where Eric's breath was really bad, and then I think Steve went out and got toothbrush and some toothpaste, and I think deodorant too, because his pits were smelling, and he was confronted on the air about his disgusting dumpster breath. That always made me laugh.
Okay. Hey, Travis, if you could pick one bit, what would be your favorite Worst of Opie and Anthony bit?
The time that Eric got left at the Rolling Stones concert.
But he didn't have a ride home.
Yeah, that was what made it funny.
Triquan, of the entire Opie and Anthony Worst Of library, what is your favorite bit?
How about when Eric was choking on cinnamon? That's a good one.
He almost died.
Yeah, but it was funny.
D-Boy, if you could pick your favorite Worst Of Opie and Anthony bit ever, which one would it be?
I'd say probably when Eric broke his fridge because he's got no self-control.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, we now know what the public wants to hear. We can only hope that E-Rock, the Sex Bagel Nagel, will program these bits for the show. Unless he's already deleted them from the library. Remember that one? I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Yeah. Hanging with Rich Voss today. For a little while, he's got other shit to do. Busy man, this Rich Voss. He's going to be at the Stress Factory, New Brunswick, New Jersey, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 732-545-HA-HA. What else is up, Rich? We only got you for a few more minutes.
Nothing.
On other stations or something.
Yeah.
Right?
What's that?
Is that what you're doing?
You know, yeah, I got to go downtown somewhere. It's when you were saying how we waste before I got in. I heard you saying how we waste money.
Yeah, the government.
Did you get the fucking letter from the Census Bureau telling you you're going to get another letter?
Yeah. the letter that they send you telling you that the thing is coming, the census is coming.
Why can't they just do that properly and go, okay, maybe we don't need to send 2 letters and we could save some money somewhere?
I got a letter after saying, did you fill out your census?
Yeah, did you
I got
fill
3
it out?
letters over this fucking
Is
thing.
that a joke?
No, it's true.
No,
I
that's
mean, I
true.
really did about it.
You really do get a 3rd letter.
I got a 3rd letter saying, did you fill it out? I mean, I got a bit out of it, but... And so they talk about.
They don't
wasting
understand when we yell and scream that there's mismanagement going on. Someone can't figure out that you can knock down the postage a little bit.
Postage.
Get rid of one of the 3 letters, and you'll be okay.
Printing, people making it's
unbelievable.
It's insane. Or you get a thing from your fucking bank that says you just made a nickel interest over, whatever. Really, 3 pages to tell me that?
Yeah, someone had to send it.
What's going on with the banks is just disgusting.
It's just all,
what are we down to? Like 0.5% on our money? How much are we getting?
I get a 0.5%.
Nothing.
0.5%?
He called me and said that. I go, you're not embarrassed to make this fucking call?
Yeah,
I go,
money.
they'll charge 6 or 7% interest.
Can they just change it in the middle of your fucking thing? Like, don't they guarantee?
Oh,
like,
my God.
Depends on if you got fixed or variable.
Yes.
They have fixed and variable.
God, what pieces of shit they are.
And this is a bit I do on stage, so I'm not doing it now. But the thing is, too, that whole cash for clunkers. It's a fucking trade-in, you jackasses. It's a trade-in. We'll give you $1,000 towards the car you buy from us, where we're going to make $4,000. So what they're doing is, first, okay, you don't have a car, bring a fucking blender. We don't give a fuck because the $1,000's not even there. It's profit we're going to make. So the car companies are doing so bad in this country. So we're trying to sucker these people in to bring. Hey, we bring this now, we get $1,000, and now we're in more debt because we just financed another car at fucking 16% interest.
And where did that money come from?
Yeah.
Taxpayers.
That's
interesting.
All right, wait. What are we learning here, Danny? Government spends $338 million promoting the census. Really? We couldn't use that money for something else?
And the mailings that Rich was just talking about cost an additional $85 million.
Which one? The 3rd letter?
The warning saying that
that it's coming, and then
the census forms are coming.
And I love the commercials of how it's like, hey, fill out the census so we know what your town will need. And you will know if it needs more buses or more roads and schools. Shut up. We know you're just watching us, motherfuckers. That's all that has to do with. Where are the white people? Where are the black people? Where are the rich people? Where are the poor people?
Where do we build the fences? To keep everyone separated.
It really is just more of a... Don't bullshit me saying, oh, because I fill out the census, you're going to put more traffic lights up where I am? Shut up.
And we know how many congressmen to get you. Really, how many more criminals to put in office in your district?
They're all full of shit.
And then they say it's against the law if you don't fill it out. So some Mexicans sitting there going, well, do I break the law twice and let them know I'm here or whatever? You know what I mean? And there's so many people that aren't going to fill them out, so how the fuck do they know anyhow?
One dummy in government couldn't figure out that maybe with times as tough as they are, we could maybe save money with this census thing.
$85 million on that warning. I want to know, like,
a little bit.
How much does health insurance cost for, like, one person? Like, we're talking about the health bill.
$85 million.
Let's say you cut that $85 million on the bullshit warning. Yeah. How many people could you insure? Like, that's how we have to start saving money.
But
cut the garbage and just move the money over. There's no common sense.
There's no common sense.
The health care bill over 10 years is like 60 trillion, something to $600 trillion over. Just, you know what? Divide it by people and give it to them.
Do you know what Gutfeld pointed out on Red Eye last night? He's a smart bastard. He did a Gregolog on...
that word again.
I love Gregolog. But it was really about how in the health care bill, your parents have to keep you on their insurance until you're 26.
27. Yeah, 26.
20
you turn 27.
fucking 6. I can't understand the logic, regardless of marital status or your employment.
Right. Why you didn't move out till you were 31?
I'm not saying 30, bub. I'm not saying I'm not fucking human garbage, but I don't comprehend. Can somebody explain how that makes any sense, where your parents have to keep you on their insurance if you're married in 24? Please explain to me how that works.
Because there are certain elements of society that don't go out there and work and, get health insurance and get a job and support themselves. So, we got to take care of them people, Jim. Come on.
What is it? What is the real thing? They would never say that in their logic.
Of course they wouldn't.
What is their logic?
I don't know what their logic is.
The logic is that a lot of kids now are...
Who are you?
I'm Travis.
Travis.
A lot of kids are getting out of college and they can't immediately find a job. And usually, once you're out of college, you're past the point of being on your parents' health insurance.
Okay.
You can stay on your parents' health insurance when you're in college, but then afterwards, if you can't immediately find a job, then you have no health insurance.
Okay, why is it mandatory?
That's their
I don't mind that, but why is it regardless of marital status and regardless of employment? That's what annoys me. I can see the college thing. You don't want people to feel like they're going to go to college and lose their fucking health insurance. But what about if you're married, you have to be covered by your parents?
Well, how about this? My health insurance, I started in January, a new one, and it was $1,200 a month for myself, Bonnie, and the baby. $1,200 a month. I pay 2 months. A bunch of things over the phone with them, over names and this and that. 2 months. Then I get a bill the third month. Oh, it's $1,650. We made a mistake. So an extra $5,000 a year. Who do I go, you're gangsters because there's nothing I could do. They go, well, you could file a grievance. I go, okay, with who? Who do I speak to? They go, nobody. Nobody.
Right.
I'm filing a grievance with the air. It's floating right now. And I filed
Hoping
a
someone
grievance.
notices,
Yeah,
right?
someone picks it out in the air with its fucking insurance company, and it's $20,000 a year. That's what I'm, $20,000. Yeah. Maybe if I had, get on
Well,
TV.
you know what? You probably have a really good health insurance policy, right? You know what you're going to have to pay now because you have such a good health insurance policy?
What?
Tax on your $20,000. They are not going to tax you for having such a good insurance policy.
To pay $20,000, you have to make $30,000.
Yeah,
To pay $20,000. So now it's $30,000. Now when I get taxed,
what do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean.
because if you pay $20,000 out, if I'm making, I have to pay taxes on that $20,000.
Yeah, right, okay.
So it's going to cost me
crazy now.
$28,000 or whatever
Isn't
to
it
make
a write-off though?
Yeah,
No, insurance isn't a write-off.
None of that.
No,
None
it's
of
not
that.
a write-off. No, fucking
Paying
way.
insurance on a write-off?
No.
No.
You know what they're gonna? You know what else is amazing in this bill? You know the $250,000 and over if you make that
Right.
$250,000 and over,
rich.
and actually it's $200,000 and over if you're married, I believe, or some shit. One way or the other way. $250,000 a year. If you make that, then you're the rich and you're the ones that tax the heaviest on this healthcare thing. It's not set to change with the cost of living. So now in 10 years, 15 years from now, when some of these things are just kicking in, $250,000 isn't going to be the same as it is now. The cost of living is going to be a lot higher, and $250,000 is going to be firmly in the middle or even lower middle class, depending on where you live. And it doesn't change. That $250,000 is $250,000 for 100 fucking years.
Well, not only that, too, because to get this money for the tax bill, for the health bill, they have to tax people. Where's the money going to come from? So they're taxing you twice on the fucking insurance. Your taxes is going towards
people. They have to tax us.
Us.
You know, the people that work and have attained some kind of success, and we are the ones that are penalized for, doing well.
It's double dipping.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just fucking
They've been
love
doing
it.
it.
It's all
They've been double dipping us for forever.
In the ass.
Yeah, it's
right in the
unbelievable.
ass.
Well, you know what? It leads to Rosie O'Donnell. She wraps up this healthcare.
Oh, does she? Boy, she's always so educated about what she talks about. Things like gun control, and I'm sure our healthcare stance is she's going to be miraculous.
Geometry.
I disagree.
She does a little geometry
really?
here for everybody.
Does she really? Does she do like one circle and another circle? How one doesn't go into each other?
Oh,
thank you, Dan.
A circle needs a rectangle.
Pi R eat.
I love geometry because they have the givens, and I think this would help the world if we could all agree on the givens. When you do a geometry problem, it's like, given A equals 90 degrees. Given line C and D are parallel. What is the angle of D? So then you have, with the givens, you have to prove your point. Right? And I think if we could agree on the givens in our society, like, it is a given that every human being in this country deserves health care. That's a given.
For it.
Right.
Okay, solve the health care crisis. Okay, well, when there's a given, you can't change the given. Given that everyone deserves it, how can we solve it? Right. It's not whether or not we should, it's a given.
So far, that argument doesn't bother me.
That doesn't bother me.
That
either.
argument doesn't bother me.
Right.
Well, you know what? Everybody in this country deserves housing. everybody in this country deserves transportation.
It is.
Everybody
It's
deserves to
entitlement.
eat. You know what? If you deserve
They
it, then
don't.
go fucking get it. Because
Thank you.
Okay,
That's what I've always
you
been saying.
can't fucking keep saying we're going to keep giving because it's coming from nowhere.
So what you got to do
It's not a guarantee. This country.
Yeah.
It's never been.
Yeah, but I think health insurance. I think you have the right to say that you want fucking health insurance.
Sorry.
Because the amount of money wasted in other areas. If we didn't waste money as a country,
Well,
if we didn't
fix
have
that.
it,
Fix that.
So take that money and put it like
the money we were just
Make
noticing
it
that
more
is going toward the
affordable.
census.
Make it more affordable to people by cutting out this middle management redundancy bullshit in the insurance companies, and make it affordable so that if people have a job and can and they're working, they can afford to buy health insurance. If they can't afford to buy it, they don't get it. It's like a car or a house or any other fucking thing that you can or can't get in this wonderful country.
I don't want to be
live in.
that. I don't want to be that uncompassionate to other citizens.
You
Like,
know,
I'm not talking about lazy people. I'm not talking about scumbags that milk this system. I'm not talking about those pieces of shit.
So you're talking the 15% that don't have health insurance in
Yeah,
this
I mean,
country right now.
I think if we handle the money
15.
better,
Yeah.
because again, the same way we're constantly getting fucked with interest, we're always getting fucked.
Oh yeah,
they fuck everybody, and the fact is, I don't like to see anybody who can't go to the fucking doctor or the hospital for preventative medicine. It's just sick.
But Jimmy, you just answered it right there. You said they are constantly fucking us. They.
Yes.
But now they are in charge of the healthcare system. The government is now in charge of the healthcare system. They are the ones that do the most fucking of the American citizens out of anything.
And everything.
And now they fucking run it. Ta-da!
So I'm not saying that's the answer. I actually agree with their point about the given is we should all have some type of a basic coverage. I just don't like the fact that we give so much money away and we fuck we're the first ones. How much is it costing us to send aid to Haiti? And I'm fine with that. Or to send aid to Chile or wherever we go. We have the fucking money. We have it. We're a compassionate country, and I like that about America. I like the fact that we're a fucking compassionate country. It's not all about, fuck the other guy, but it's not all about, hey, take half of my money either. It's like we're all out of balance. It's like we have two sides.
Yeah.
You're a socialist, or you're for fucking almost no government. It's like we have no balance anymore. Nobody just says, look, let's have some common sense and help people out who genuinely are having a tough time.
Look, how come, first of all, we didn't ever get, that I know of, repaid from Kuwait for saving their fucking asses. Okay?
Probably not.
Okay.
That was
our free oil.
Yeah, you know, from Kuwait.
Where is Kuwait?
And if they want to, why don't they put a salary cap on the pharmaceutical companies, on the insurance company? Let me tell you, Bonnie, she was going to get, for pregnancy, morning sickness, and we had insurance. It was $100 for 6
told her,
pills.
don't roll over and look at Rich.
I know. The pills were like $100 with insurance for like 7 or 8 pills. If you didn't have insurance, they were $600, and they were for cancer patients. Okay, for 7 fucking pills. If someone with cancer, whatever.
That's just complete bullshit.
I've driven past Pfizer's factory in somewhere in Michigan. I forget. It's probably a mile or 2 miles long. In fact, all the lights and smokes, like my fucking light bulbs make a difference. They're making fucking billions of dollars on that, and yet, you know what? That's why we can't afford health care.
Well, again, okay, so you're right. They're fucking shit. The pharmaceutical companies are shit, and the insurance companies are shit. So it's like all of a sudden what do you do?
How do you happen with pharmaceutical companies, though? That's why generics are cheaper. A pharmaceutical company will... The R&D that goes into these drugs is what you're paying for. You're not paying for the little fucking pill and the powder in it or something like that. It's the research and development that goes into making the medicine. Usually the pharmaceutical company gets a certain amount of time where they can exclusively sell that product before it's opened up to every other company to generically make it and sell it for whatever price they want. So they have to sell it for a fuckload of money to make their money back on research and development for inventing this wonderful fucking drug. And then after that period of time is done, then you can get the drug for cheaper. But it's not, and I'm not saying $600 for a fucking, couple of pills is even reasonable. It's not. Obviously, they're spiking the fucking price up. But a lot of people don't understand that concept of it. It's not just a pill that came from fucking Magic Land. There's a fuckload of people behind where that pill came from. But again, cutting back on the redundancy, the bullshit, the government interference in a lot of this stuff. There's there's government employees that could just be fucking axed. Just, God, you're goodbye. And then where do they go? Oh, then we have more unemployment. Well, then come up with a new industry. Let's be a leader again in figuring out cutting-edge technologies. Let's not do what Obama's doing by cutting back on the space program, which, by the way, has been one of the hugest things as far as new technology and innovation in this country. And this idiot wants to just scrap it. You know, that would open up a lot more jobs for people. But it's, you know, it's take from it's redistribution of wealth. They've called it that. Take from the people that have, give it to the have-nots, and give no incentive to either side to rise up and make something of yourself.
I can't follow that.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
that was good.
My presidential
Rich, we got to get you out of here.
That was my soapbox.
I want to go. Now I want to stay here.
And this started with the Rosie audio, so quickly, Chester's liver. It's a given that Rosie's radio show is shit. So there you go.
If someone says, because NASA is hiring like because NASA's hiring like crazy.
We got
Look,
some
you
major
ass.
fucking problems.
NASA's not hiring like crazy. I understand that. But if we went ahead with maybe a Mars program or a Back to the Moon program, there would be new technologies. It's not just NASA that makes money off of that. Fucking, what do you think? Going to the moon didn't make money for fucking Grumman out here and give thousands upon thousands of jobs to Grumman out here on Long Island and down in Texas, the Johnson Space Center, and I mean, yeah, Teflon for fuck's sake, Teflon, Jerry. You don't think that jobs and new technologies that create jobs come out of that, and this idiot just cuts it so we could fucking be taxed to shit and just give money to the people that don't know how to fish, so you give them the fish? I'm tired of it.
We are a greedy country, though. And all of it. It's like, as individuals, we're fucking pigs. We just, maybe it's always been that way. I'm not saying it used to be great. Maybe we've always been that way. But I mean, the same like mentality that fucks us, that causes people to make horrible deals with Saudi Arabia and allow these slobs to have so much control. That same piggish mentality just filters down to people. We're just fucking despicable and greedy. All of us.
You're right. Why would we have to bail? Look, no other business could treat the consumer the way the airlines do and stay in business. No business could stay in business the way they should. But yet we'll bail them out.
We can't come up with our own flying machines.
Everybody we bail out, what gives them the motivation to become better?
Do they? Let me ask you, to kind of, not to steal Louis' genius bit about what flying really is, but when he talks about, you're in a chair in the sky. It really is one of the funniest things ever written. I want to spit on him for that one.
Great.
But it's like, even though I hate them, what do they do that's so terrible? Occasionally they fuck up. Like the amount of people the amount of people they transport safely. There are very, very little deaths. Considering they are taking us at 30,000 feet.
Hurtling through the cosmos.
All right, so they don't have the pillows they used to have, but like when you look at it, how horrible is it?
Well, okay, what they're doing, here's one thing. If you have to switch your flight, it costs you $150 for them to go like this, with their finger on the computer.
Well, you should have figured it out beforehand where you were going.
Maybe they're, listen, turncoat. Well,
hold on, I'm not saying they're right, Rich, but maybe they have that policy.
How old are you?
Maybe they have that policy because people switch flights last minute too many times, and all of a sudden it looks like a flight is sold out, and then people pull out, and they have fucking flights that are sold out.
They overbook.
Yes, they do.
They overbook. They're consumer unfriendly. The people working at Newark, they just got fired from a toll booth, and they got a job there.
I'm not saying Newark isn't. You're right. They have these shitty.
They're not consumer
I like
friendly.
Kuwait myself.
What's that?
Kuwait.
You said Kuwait.
Kuwait and Newark.
I can't stick up for
I
the
really
enjoy
fucking
Kuwait.
points across.
You certainly
let's
do.
just say you fucking jerk offs on message boards and tweets. I fucking kill here every time, and I'm sick of
Why
your
would you
stupid
listen
tweets.
to the message? What do you?
Because I have nothing else to read.
2003?
I'm done. I'm cutting the message boards out. I'm racing them off my computer.
Cares what they say?
Nah, it's just fans. You want to keep up with the fans.
I love the fans, but it's like if I'm happy if they're happy. And there's a few disgruntled jerk-offs who cares?
I'm just sick of all the negative fucking.
I don't even fucking
why don't
listen
you die?
anymore.
Some guy
I'm blocking
Who
guy.
cares?
That's what I do.
None of them. Again, I'm not talking about the ones that are fans or have legitimate criticism. I'm really not, because some of you do have things you say that make sense.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I'm talking about and you know who you are, the internet cowards that have the fucking quirky fake name and they got no real balls and they're fucking cunts.
Haters, man.
I don't care if they're haters. They're just cunts.
Yeah.
They're fucking, you can't. Oh, hey, I'm a fucking I'm Steve the Marauder. Yeah, are you? Are you, douchebag?
Real marauder with his Star Wars sheets.
Fucking fat cunt alone. Fucking blogger.
Here's what I'm putting down. My new look. My old character at O&A being dumb is gone. I'm the new smart Rich Voss. So next time I fucking come back and return, it's going to be all fucking. It's going to be all knowledgeable shit. Okay, I'm only going to
knowledgeable shit.
I'm only going to
really drove that point home.
Okay, what I'm saying is going to be you're going to when Rich Voss is on, you're going to go fuck. We learned today. Okay, and you're going to hear birds in the background when I talk. You're going to hear a lot of shit.
We do learn. We learn about fetal alcohol syndrome and what that can do to a man.
All right, you drug addict, get out of here. You got other radio to do.
Bye, Rich.
And there goes Rich, who will be at the Stress Factory Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
I would love to see Voss all ornery.
Right. Oh, no, I'm saying a radio show. That's code for copping more Vicodin, you fucking addict.
Exactly.
We look forward to
it easy, Rich.
The downward spiral.
Oh, who doesn't?
Lunatic.
Who doesn't want to see someone fall?
What the fuck? Why don't we do a quick break? Mojo Nixon's coming in today. I hear this guy is a bit ornery.
Good.
We should have some fun with Mojo Nixon.
Oh, but are you coming with me this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to Rochester.
All right.
Going to see the Brother Wee's. Going to go to Mama San for some Vietnamese food. What else am I going to do? Maybe take a trip down to Geneseo, my old stomping grounds.
Oh, shut up. Just fucking get rid of these people. I'm not going to argue with these.
What happened? To go to Geneseo.
What happened?
Oh, God. Well, people that are like, Anthony doesn't get it. He has no knowledge about the healthcare thing.
That's right.
People like you don't want healthcare. It's not government-run health insurance. It's not. Just shut the fuck up. What did that idiot sign then? Stop it. It's the government interfering with the healthcare system. So shut the fuck up. Shut up. You don't know anything. God, you're dumb.
Well,
you're dumb.
Is anybody on the phone who disagrees? I can't.
That's the guy. Jeff in D.C.'s a fucking idiot.
Oh, Jeffy.
You're not allowed to write off your insurance premiums. You're limited to 7.5% of your adjusted gross
line
income.
9.
And people like you didn't want universal health care, so now you're, wait, what? Let's say hi to Ray in Dallas. Ray!
Hey!
You can call him Ray. Hey, you can call me douche.
Yeah, that's right. No, I was going to say is that, the conservatives didn't want us to have universal health care, so we bowed down to you guys and gave you, basically what we have now, which is insurance is taking over the whole system. So why are you complaining now that the government is, dealing with the insurance?
The insurance, because now I'm going to have to still pay for my insurance because I want quality insurance, and I'm going to have to pay taxes on it just because I want quality insurance, and I'm going to have to pay for other people's fucking insurance. That's why!
Well, I understand. I'm just saying, that...
I just fucking laid out my side of it. Shut up. Now go to line 9 with this fucking Jeff, because he's really got me pissed.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, guys. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hey, Opie, or Anthony, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't...
It's all right. You're nervous.
So you
good.
want,
I thought I would take the brunt.
NASA, all right? You want the government to run NASA, but you don't want them to partake in our health. You know that they're actually, by pulling the money out of NASA, they're trying to privatize it. They want private companies to be running that cargo up to space. So you're actually arguing against privatization of a government organization.
Yep. No, I'm like,
no. Saying, doesn't it?
Yep.
No. Oh, Jimmy does this all the time, too. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know what? They're looking at privatization of bringing cargo up to space, and I've seen where that is starting. It's starting with, that little fucking spaceship that the Virgin Atlantic nut decides to fucking take up there.
Not cargo, that's people. He's trying to bring people up to space.
That's where it's starting. Oh, you motherfucking cunt. I hope your mother dies. I hope your motherfucking dies today. Shut up! Shut up, I hate you.
Hold on. But this isn't private. I mean, with health insurance, though. This is just the government trying to regulate, like they did with flight, like they did with everything else. This isn't government-run health insurance.
That's right.
Well,
there isn't a government.
You know what? Whenever
it's a private insurance.
Yep. Whenever anything else was signed, there was never this to-do, this hubbub, this taxing the living fuck out of everybody, saddling generations with fucking debt. And this is a government takeover of a private industry.
To save in the second 10 years doesn't exist.
What?
The $1.2 trillion.
No, don't give me the savings. Where's the savings coming from? I love how it's like, we're going to be able to give everyone health insurance, and we're going to make money doing it. How does that happen? Tell me, explain, go ahead. Explain how the government, which is one of the most fucking incompetent things when it comes to money, how they are going to give people something they don't have now and make money. Go ahead, spell it out.
Can I finish?
Go.
All right.
Go.
What this is doing, it's cutting costs out of pharmaceuticals, why does it cost $20 for a pill that costs 5 cents?
I just explained that. I just explained it.
Okay. It's cutting out of medical devices. It's cutting out of, it's trying to reallocate.
Oh, so it's going to save the government money.
It's irrationally distributed funds right now to the health insurers, to the pharmaceuticals, to these companies who are trying to have it make more sense. We're trying to streamline it.
And through pharmaceuticals from different corporations, what they have to pay, they're going to be paying hundreds of millions, if not $1 billion, because of this bill. And where do you think that's getting passed on to? Huh?
It's going to pass on, but we're talking about...
Oh, yeah, passed on to us, dummy.
Multi-billion-dollar company. $100 million. We're talking about...
Multi-billion-dollar company is, you know what that is? It's people. It's people that are working and getting paid. And if they got to pay $1 billion because of this healthcare bill, they're going to fire people. They're going to fire fucking people. What?
You've been saying that companies are paying $1 billion.
Yeah. AT&T is expecting to pay $1 billion because of the money they're going to have to pay the government on these pharmaceutical kickbacks.
Good. Okay, what's the percentage of their total revenue?
I have no idea. What do I got the books in front of me? But it's going to cost that. But what I'm saying is, people like you don't understand that money isn't pulled out of people's assholes. It comes from somewhere. You can't just say the government's going to make trillions of dollars on this. From who? From where? Where is that money coming from?
I believe it's coming from the revenue that should be generated by the increased tax on these expensive healthcare plans.
All right, expensive. And who's paying for those?
You. Thank you for making so much money.
Thank you. So, yeah, see, exactly. Thank you for making my point. Go fuck yourself.
I have a question for Jeff and Ant. Maybe Ant knows the answer to this, because I just don't know the answer to it. How much will it save? Like, because everyone gets a certain amount of health care. How much will it save over the long run? Like, if people get preventative care, which actually keeps you healthier longer, how much does that save money at all?
People won't. People won't get preventative care any more than they do now. They never have.
No, but I mean, like,
people they procrastinate. They don't.
What is it? 80% of health costs are in like the last year of life. Like, it really is like the end of your life is.
Do you
where it's really
understand
expensive.
though? 85% of this country is insured. So we're not going to have to look and see, wow, how big of a difference is this going to be when 15% more people have it? We pretty much have a good guide on what this country is like as far as preventative medicine goes and everything. This 15% isn't this magical 15% that's going to change the whole balance of how people take care of themselves.
No. But I'm saying, will it save, like that 15% that we have to pay for when they get really, really sick? Will it save money if they're healthier all along? I'm just saying, will it?
I don't know. Again,
it's
don't know.
Save money, I think.
You know,
I think
you
you're
don't
right.
know. You don't know either. You said you think. I'm at least saying I don't know. You're saying, yeah, I think it's going to save money.
Talking about the
Money. It's more pull out the ass money. That comes from this magical place. Magical fucking place. It's called, whenever the government pays for something, it's called our tax dollars paying for it. It's not the government. It's us. We are the fucking government. And we're paying a lot of money.
We as the government voted this through.
No, we didn't. Shut the fuck up. You watch in November how we voted this through when everyone that signed that bill is thrown out of their fucking asses.
Does the government, let me ask you, hold on, Jeff, do they really, some things they louse up. But like, I mean, NASA, they did a great job with the post office. They run some things.
Post office loses unbelievable amounts of money. You tell me one government agency, run agency that's making money.
Well, it's not the job.
Motor vehicles?
Is it?
I don't know. It's not meant to make money. But
Social
I mean,
Security?
It is doing well.
No, tell me one government-run agency that the government took over and is running or completely regulates that is making fucking money. They don't. They don't know how to make fucking money.
But the post office does run efficiently, though.
They're losing. They're going to stop Saturday deliveries.
No, I'm saying a lot of it is because. Hold on, Jeff. Because a lot of it, they couldn't with email. It's like people just aren't using it like they used to.
But they have no way to then adapt to it. They're cutting Saturday service because they need to, like, drop 40,000 workers. So the Saturday service is going to be gone.
That's just, again, that's a transfer, like, information is being given faster than people can keep up with it. Like the same post office for a fucking long time, and now all of a sudden no one sends letters.
But it never made money. But the post office never made money.
But isn't it efficient, though? Like, as far as, like...
Oh, it's amazing that you could drop in a letter in a mailbox and it ends up across the country. I'll give that
and
the
FedEx probably killed the post office.
Thing.
UPS, a lot of these services that we pay more money for killed the post office. Which, again, I'm not saying it shouldn't have, but, you know, they did a good job at that.
Let me say hi to Chris on Long Island.
You know what I mean? Like, all those things from Thailand came right on time.
Chris, what do you got for the show, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I just don't remember Anthony crowing when we signed a $1 trillion, war with Iraq. I've been listening to the show since NEW. I just don't remember that.
Let me tell you something. Because I was completely for the war in Iraq when it started. It seemed like a very just thing to do. It seemed, by the information that the American people were given. And then if you listen to the show, Chris, you'd understand I completely turned my opinion on it when it turned into this, let's liberate these savages that could give a shit about, freedom. And I don't want money spent on the fucking war.
I agree.
I love you, right, Anthony?
Thank you.
All right. And finally, we go to Brian in Pennsylvania. Brian.
A little change of subject, but Rich actually had a pretty good rant going on before about him being smarter, and then he screwed it up by saying, when I come back and return, a major redundancy.
He really is. He just can't help himself.
That was his last words.
Fucking Voss getting off the landing craft in the Philippines. I shall return, come back.
When Voss works out, instead of sweating, stupidity just oozes out of him.
Yeah.
Can't help himself.
We're going to take a break. We're going to change gears, and we're going to get back into this because this Mojo Nixon, man, he's a hardcore liberal, right? So this could be some good stuff today.
I am going to take his side. No, I am.
No, you got.
No, we've done this. You know why?
You got it.
We've done it so many times.
You got to go fucking butt heads with Mojo.
I'm going ultra lib with him, where he's going to think I'm so liberal that he thinks I'm crazy.
I think that would be your intention.
Yeah, but you think I'm not going to be able to take it?
He's going to say something that's going to make you
set me off.
All right, fuck this bit.
I'm going to be lit up.
I think Mojo Nixon's going to give us some good radio today.
Going to light me up.
Yeah, we'll do a couple different things after the break, and then Mojo Nixon at 9. Stay there. We got Mojo Nixon coming in about a half hour. Hearing that he's a interesting guy, and we also were just warned that wherever he goes, he wears cut-off jean shorts, no matter what the weather is outside.
That's like
part of his
thing.
shtick.
That's a hell of a thing.
I hope his fucking ball bag doesn't fucking slip out the side of his jean shorts.
Well, fortunately, the console's in the way, so I won't be able to see it, but Jimmy might get a good view.
You might get to see Mojo Nixon's ball bag, Jimmy. He travels wearing cut-off jean shorts. Good. Sam's in studio. We're going to do a couple things before he gets here. What's up with this Nicole from the Morning Mashup? She freaked out the other day.
Well, yesterday, apparently, she got into a fight with Rich Davis on the show in the middle of the 411. She caught some heat because she called him a douche on the air, and that's one of the words that they're not supposed to say.
Why? They can't say douche on satellite radio?
Well, I mean, it's family-friendly show.
Yeah, it's not one of the XL channels.
Yeah,
it's not XL.
You don't need your kids
douche is a pretty safe word, though.
Exactly. Your kid wants to hear a hit. You don't need that type of language.
Kid will be walking around the schoolyard saying douche. That'll be a problem.
That could be a problem for everybody.
And then they go, hey, where'd you learn that word? And they say, the Morning Mashup, and all of a sudden...
Anyway, that's supposed to be family-friendly. What kind of family is that?
Exactly. I agree. 100%.
Let just fucking kids say all the words he wants and explain it to him, what it means, and everybody will be okay. So we got the freak out audio?
Yeah, she was trying to do her 411, and she kept getting needled, she felt.
Is this worth playing on our show?
I think so.
We are friends with those guys, so let's see what this is about.
All right, so Sandra Bullock apparently has moved out. That's not shocking to any of us, and it looks like her friends are really trying to protect her. She hasn't made any public statement, but it looks like Divorceville might be happening.
Why should she have to make a public statement?
I don't think that she should have to, but normally, eventually, how long do we wait for Tiger to eventually come out and say,
Yeah,
something?
but Tiger's the one who screwed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sandra Bullock has done nothing wrong. She's embarrassed. She's supposed to come out and be like,
she's
just confirmed I'm embarrassed?
No, she's the celebrity. So I'm not saying she should have to. I feel for her. Don't act like I'm not on her side.
You're alluding to the fact that she should have to come out and
Oh,
say a
God,
statement.
why are you trying to fight me this morning? All morning, all you want to do is fight me. Just sit there and shut up. No, sit down and shut up. I don't want to hear your voice anymore.
I control your microphone.
Rich, don't turn
Why are you fighting with me?
No, do the 411 yourself. I don't give a crap. You've been such a douche all morning.
That's not a nice word to say on the air.
So Katy Perry got slimed at the Kids' Choice Awards. She was trying to present.
What the
She just goes
man?
go right back.
Consummate professional goes right back into it.
Looks like someone's on the rag.
That, by the way,
No,
was
almost on the
really-
rag. Once they're on the rag, they're human.
Oh, really? It's
Lead
right
up
before
to
the rag?
They're terrible.
That, by the way, unless it's you that is having to deal with that, that's kind of sexy. Like, unless it's you that's dealing with it, but just to hear it, like that, shut up, sit down. It's like,
we're going to have to talk to her today when she walks by.
You know, they had to get right into the next story because, like, their producer gave me the clip, and he goes, this is the whole break. It's right in the middle of it. And I figured, I guess I'm conditioned to doing this show. I'm like, oh, it's going to be like an hour of audio to go. It's 2.5 minutes, and it's just had to cut a minute out.
They clean up their problems in 2 minutes. That's great. Yeah. We hold a grudge for a year.
They
somehow everything's back to normal today. Everyone's friends again. They're all getting coffee together.
Of course. You got to play that Lady Gaga.
They walk
and that
too
Keisha
much
shit.
together. They walk too much together.
Yeah, they
it's
need
weird.
to just take separate walks sometimes.
They go everywhere together.
The bitch and douche show.
Everywhere. It's bizarre. It's like the three of them.
They say they take their breaks together, so they walk together.
Why? Go the other way.
Yeah,
Be independent.
Why doesn't someone break out of the pack?
Cut the apron strings.
Why don't you just walk more slowly?
Because they're both afraid that the other one's going to do better with Nicole. I think they're both secretly in love with her, and they're afraid someone's going to do better with her.
What about Stanley T?
I think that's what I'm saying. I think Stanley loves Nicole.
What about Ryan? What about Ryan Sampson?
We don't know anyone else's names on that show.
All I know is
we know
Rich
Nicole.
and Nicole and Stanley. I think Stanley
How do you
loves
know
Nicole.
all those guys?
There's a fourth.
Nicole.
Who's the fourth?
Ryan Sampson.
Where's Ryan Sampson?
He's in a mashup studio.
Is he?
Yeah.
I've never seen Ryan Sampson.
We don't know who Ryan is.
I only know the one with attractive Heine.
Yeah,
that's the only one I know.
Let's break up that show. Let's just start let's break up that show.
What? There's the white guy, the black guy,
rumors and innuendo.
Start spreading the
and Ryan.
It's Nicole. It's Nicole's show. Let's just get that in. Let's just get out there. It's Nicole's show. Let's really break up this fucking morning man show.
Well, I think Rich feels like it's his show.
Oh, I understand.
And that's where
there's a power struggle going on there. So why don't we fucking tell everyone it's Nicole's show?
And you guys don't even know who Ryan is. You say
who gives a shit about Ryan?
I don't know Ryan.
What the fuck does he do?
Thought there were only 3 people on the show.
Yeah, what does he do
Where
on
is
that
he?
show?
He doesn't walk with him. I like this Ryan kid.
He does. I think Stanley T does the movies that are in theaters, and Ryan Sampson does the DVDs. I think. Or reverse.
They got some easy fucking jobs, Sam.
Exactly. Go to a movie and talk about it.
They just talk for 2 minutes. That's easy.
2.5.
We just did 2 minutes.
Then they play the hits
for an hour.
Love to play the hits.
All right, listen, thanks, Sam.
All right,
that's all we can do with that. But Nicole losing her fucking mind. We'll try to get her in studio to talk about it.
I want to watch the two of them fighting for her affection.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
I know.
Rutting bucks.
They both love
hitting
her.
each other's heads together.
2 rams.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear this RuPaul horse shit I mentioned earlier?
What is it? Oh,
it's called reading/throwing shade.
We may have an update.
What that means?
What, we have an update?
According to CSK in the house.
CSK in the motherfucking hay.
He is a little nosy busybody.
Oh, he really is a fucking.
Knows everything.
He is a good word. Busybody.
My assistant just informed me that they could be here in 4 minutes.
All right, so we'll stall. We'll get them in here, and
that's 1.5 fights.
And they're allowed to use potty language on our show.
They could say the
we'll
D
encourage
word.
the douche word and the cocksucker word.
Oh gosh!
Wow, Jesus!
We'll encourage all that motherfucking stuff. The RuPaul thing in the drag queen community. RuPaul has this. There's a show on TV where she's trying to find the next fucking drag queen or something.
Yeah,
I guess.
And they did a bit called "Reading Throwing Shade."
What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Well, RuPaul explains right here.
Hello.
Oh, God.
What?
Right there is just...
I know.
Oh,
makes you want to come, doesn't it?
Yeah. Got me so horny. Hello. It just sounds like a group of gay men.
My exceptional girl.
Hello.
Now, as drag queens, we shrug off a lot of insults. So when we get our chance to throw an insult, we turn it into a high art form. We call it reading or throwing shade. And it's part of our culture. For today's mini challenge, you will read your fellow queens. The library is open.
Yeah. Is that what? I've never heard asshole called the library.
Yes, it's a duty decimal system.
That's too funny, Jeff. The duty decimal system.
Yeah, you're going to file this book right there. Do a book report or something.
Queen Tyra demonstrates.
I don't read people. Of course you don't, Tyra, because you're a Christian. Come over here, girl. Here are your reading glasses. Now, what I want you to do is go down the line. I want you to read these bitches. Read, starting with Tati.
Oh, wow. We have Eminem doing drag, mama. Oh, wow. And standing right next to her is that Dumbo flying in. Oh, mama. Is this Junjun Bean, darling? Let me get to your level. Oh, Rue, we have an underground orangutan. And next to her, darling, how old are you? And the one on the end, oh, just look at her room. Are you going swimming or are you doing drag, mama? What is that?
Wonderful.
I don't even understand the
The
insult.
library is closed.
One of the dudes has big ears, so did he fly in? Dumbo,
Oh, is that it?
and then
Oh,
one's
okay.
old, one's short.
Oh, see, I didn't even get the insults.
well,
you can't see the people. I can't understand nothing.
All right, Jujubee.
I'm not nervous. I'll read a bitch. I will read you to filth.
Miss Tyra, was your barbecue canceled? Your grill is. And Miss Tatiana, Miss Honey, you think you're so soft? Not by the hairs of your chinny chin. And let me tell you something, puerca. You won't understand this anyways. Mung na ma, mung ka to, mung nyai si tai. Get my gist?
No.
Do you understand? Pandora. Can we talk about sun tanning? And you, legendary you think you are. Legendary looks like leg and dairy.
I don't get
The
it.
library is closed.
Oh, shit.
That's why I'm playing this. This is the worst fucking TV I ever saw.
This is terrific. I want to fucking TiVo this show. It rules.
Why does it rule?
Why doesn't it is the question.
This is probably one of the biggest hits on the Logo channel, right?
Yeah.
Is it on Logo?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
on the Logo.
The library is open.
You want to do a little library or something?
They are so gee.
Maybe we could have fucking the virus dude. The library is open.
There you go.
Oh,
Dude, that's great.
Pandora box.
Tyra Sanchez. If you are America's sweetheart, America needs a heart transplant. Tatiana.
Hold on, we got to break into our bit. The morning breakup is in studio.
That's funny.
The morning breakup is here.
Hi, guys. How are you?
So we just played the audio of Nicole losing her fucking mind.
The very tanned Nicole.
I know, I just got back from Puerto Rico.
The tan's fading though. She was a lot darker last week.
Yeah, the first day is a little scary, right?
Yeah, it was. You were a jungle woman, man. Jesus, you were darker than Stanley T.
Can you
when
stop
got back.
talking while I'm doing this?
Sorry.
Them.
Huh?
Remember yesterday?
Oh, you
I'm making fun of them.
Was that an impersonation?
Yeah.
You know what it is? Nicole just says shit that makes no sense, but she expects it to fly.
Shit.
And you know, you can't just, like, she'll say shit that makes no sense. Like, Sandra Bullock hasn't released a statement. It's like, why the fuck should Sandra Bullock have to say anything?
I didn't say that she should have to say anything. All I was saying was that she hasn't yet. I was making an observation.
If you listen to her report, it is just nonsense.
It made sense to me. I was listening and saying, like, all right, she didn't release a statement, but at some point, she's going to have to say something.
Right, I can't just
acknowledge the situation.
Right, try to talk about whatever I'm talking
Can
about.
I say something?
Club Soda.
You know, Spider Harrison on their own Hits One channel says Nicole's reports are all worthless bullshit.
He does not use those exact words. He does not use those exact
He
words.
obviously doesn't like girls.
Did you see how easy it is to get Nicole going? How defensive she is about it?
Who is this person?
You.
Who is this person?
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Ryan.
Oh, hi, Ryan.
Why are you like that?
I don't know him.
You don't know it, Ryan?
lying.
He doesn't walk down the hall with you guys. How are we supposed to know?
Let me get this straight. The morning mashup is Nicole Biggins, Rich Davis, Ryan Sampson, and me, Stanley T. And by the way, Jim, I'm hugging him here because, Rich, how come you're not fessing up how much you sweat his Twitter?
Oh, dude, your tweets are dynamite. What am I going to stroke him in the fucking studio?
Yeah. I want him in the mashup studio right here.
I like your tweets, Jimmy.
But Stanley's come on, let's get into this. So what's up? You don't like Nicole and her stupid 411?
No, listen, I love Nicole. I love Nicole. It just honestly, like this morning, she goes, what did she say? Oh, I hear Vanilla Ice is putting out a new record. Hopefully he buries the hatchet on that. I'm like, what do you fucking say? What do you mean bury the hatchet on what?
Well, that was I just misspoke. But sometimes I gotta banter about what I'm saying a little bit, and sometimes they just look at me like I'm crazy.
She's lost. She's lost in her words. She's a hot chick that knows entertainment, and like.
But you don't think she's hot anymore because you guys have been together way too long, right? When did that change? When did it go from holy shit, I'm working with this piece of ass to oh my god, this girl is annoying as hell?
So, first months or so. You know, I mean, like,
Mars, are you fucking building something?
No, I wanted Stanley to have a mic because he doesn't have a mic. And
you just don't want Stan all up on you, right?
Yeah. I'm actually very comfortable with closeness.
And what's up?
I like Stanley.
Thank you very much. And you're not allowed to say douche on the morning mashup?
Yeah, I got in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
Why?
We get in trouble all the time.
I get in this argument all the time, and it annoys the shit out of me because douche is a word, like sex, words that are on network TV at night, like people complain, like people email, like
tough shit for those fucks. Tell them to go fuck themselves.
I heard I was with my kid in the car and I heard Rich Davis say douchebag at 8:07, and I'm like,
so.
Yeah. Did you hear it on 30 Rock last night?
Yeah, but then the kid is asking mom what's a douchebag, and then mom's got to explain what a douchebag is.
You put the parents in an uncomfortable situation. We got a lot of soccer moms that listen
she
to us,
points at the father.
Wait, are you a corporate girl?
Me?
Yeah, she's very.
You're very corporate.
No, but I feel
you should defend your right to say douche on your show. Especially because it's satellite radio.
I don't want to hear my boss's crap. I just would rather not deal with it afterwards.
She gets scared. She gets scared.
Really?
You do. Admit it. You get scared. Anytime Nicole stops by, you guys, Howard, any other like guy talk show, she's like, I should probably ask Kid Kelly's permission.
Oh, wow.
No, I do not ask permission, but afterward I make sure that he knows, because then he gets mad if he hears from the higher-ups that I was...
You're a corporate girl.
Why? He's listening.
She's so corporate.
Girl.
I hate everybody.
Why does he get mad? Why does he get mad?
Nicole, why did you lose your mind yesterday? Was it because,
Because sometimes they just keep pushing.
Time?
They needle you, right?
No, it's not that time. Now you sound like Stan. It's not that time.
Stanley, you said that.
Women can get mad for other reasons, right? It doesn't have to be a period thing. See, men always think women are on their periods when they get mad.
You know what? And that's something that Stan does all the time. That's so... I can see it annoy her. Every time Nicole's irritable, Stan's like, yo, you must be on your period or something.
What's today's date?
Have you guys all synced up with your periods at this point?
Yes.
Yes. My wife is on the same cycle as Nicole.
Oh, really?
So I can kind of call it.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Nicole?
Whatever, dude. I do my best to control myself, and every once in a while they push me over the edge. It's like having 3 annoying older brothers, and I can only handle so much.
It's not that hard. You were the consummate professional, though. You went right back into it after a little
with more nonsense that no one cares about.
Professional. She yelled douche on a clean station.
Afterwards.
Very unprofessional.
It wasn't like fucking David Finch on fucking network. She didn't fucking blurt out the F-bomb.
I thought you guys would stand up for me a little more than you are at the moment.
I just said you were the professional. You came through.
Yeah,
I understood what you were saying about
he's good
about that, but they're turning me around a little bit.
I just think it's fun because I honestly believe that the morning mashup is the least cheesy top 40 morning show in the country.
I would agree.
It's true.
It's
still cheesy.
Is that your?
That's our slogan. We're the least cheesy top 40 morning show in the country. We're still cheesy, but I mean,
not as bad as that other horseshit out there.
No, it's not like
I would agree with that.
And we just try to keep it as honest and as real as you can for a top 40.
So you guys should have went at it for a while.
Oh, we have before. I've stormed out of the studio.
But keep that on the air. Keep that shit on the air.
I tried to come up with other things.
And what did you really want to call him yesterday? Because you stopped at douche. So this is an XL channel.
You know what the funny thing is? When we go off on each other, people hit us up on our Facebook page, and they're very upset. Like they depend on us to cheer them up. Like they come from all these kind
people don't like the fight.
Yeah, it's a different audience. Like you guys, like people love when you get on our audience.
They don't like when we fight amongst each other. Yeah, well, they get all scared.
They do.
Yeah, people are like, my kids were upset. I heard Nicole and Stan upset with each other. Are they okay? And it's like, really?
You want to curse them out right now?
I'd like to call you a cocksucker.
Oh.
And that's it.
I
I felt really good.
You know
Thank you guys for letting me get that out.
Okay.
Now we have to go back to our show.
When we played her audio, I'm like, I think she wants to say cocksucker there, not douche. And now she said it on our show. I knew it.
How long have you guys been together as like all of these team?
Yeah, almost 5 years.
Almost. Yeah. You realize she's still a piece of ass.
Yeah. I mean, she's cute, sort of, to look at.
Sort of.
It's like you know.
You're a cocksucker.
Yeah, that's true. She's cool.
Why can't you give her a compliment? What's wrong with you?
Nicole's great.
How long have you been there?
Since before Nicole.
Who are you?
Yeah. Who are you? I see you every day. What are you doing?
You know what we got to do when we do our walk? We got to let Ryan walk in the front.
Yeah, I'm walking in front.
Because obviously I might be hiding.
Just don't block Nicole's ass.
I know who it was.
What ass? There's no ass there. Come on.
Oh my God.
What ass?
Well, you're a black dude.
Yeah.
We
We
got
got
a
to
little
go.
more juice in that fight.
Bye, guys.
Get the
Take it easy. Have fun.
There they
over
go.
there.
I thought
Don't
Ryan.
yell at each other.
I thought he was
This is my man. We like.
Oh, Sam?
You're like Sam?
This is my man.
Well, you have a lot in common.
Yeah.
More than Sam will admit.
All right, see, now they didn't get to do their refreshment thing. They have to go right back on the air. I knew
damn.
she wanted to say cocksucker. I knew it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Ryan has his shirt uncomfortably open.
Why
His
did-
shirt was wide
right.
open.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
look
what was that?
It's a look at me, look at me.
And isn't he usually just three walking down the hall?
Always.
Yeah. Well, what's the fourth guy? I don't fucking know.
Do you think Nicole is a nice ass? It's not like
I
it's
didn't
not
really
a
look
bubble
at it.
ass or anything. Danny, don't even attempt to be in this conversation. We know the
Danny's
type of
gonna
ass you
fucking
want.
boo it.
Yeah, I know you don't. like
I don't
it.
know what her ass looks like. I've never really looked
It's
at her.
all right.
She has a notoriously flat ass. She has a notoriously small ass.
Really?
I fucking hate flat. Keith Robinson has a very bit about how fucking angry flat asses make him, and I have the same. It's like an anger thing.
It just gets you
You're
mad.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I still see what the big deal is with her. Like, she's just some chick.
All right.
I think she's attractive. Though. I think she's very. I think she's a pretty girl.
I think
and
she's-
she is kind of like. I think she'd be a really
She's more than just
sexy
a
girl.
chick.
Without
She's
any
pretty because
sexual
she's-
harassment.
because
There's not
thing.
even
Yeah,
there's
you
not
know.
even a girl that comes close to her around here. There's a bunch of
Around
fucking
here.
ugly
That's the key
broads that
word,
we
isn't it?
work
You
with.
got to grade it on a curve. I would bang her. You know.
I think she's very pretty.
I would definitely
I
have
do.
some sexual
Absolutely.
intercourse with her.
I wouldn't let her. I wouldn't let her chink. Yeah, I would. I think she's a very pretty girl.
Would you
I
let
didn't
her
really
drop
look
a
at her.
duty on your chest?
No. No.
Why?
No, maybe.
I don't know. I have to see her body. I'm gonna look at it again.
When it's just her and the sales ladies, yeah, she's the hottest in the area.
Danny's rough. Sales ladies.
All right.
It's hard of hearing it.
Whoa. Danny had enough. He's as mad as hell.
He's not going to take it anymore.
This is the spelunking line from that dumb RuPaul show. Not that this matters anymore, but here it is as they play the library thing.
Okay. Hello, boss.
Tyra Sanchez. If you are America's sweetheart, America needs a heart transplant. Tatiana.
The Joker in the background.
All I hear when I put my ear up to yours is the ocean. Oh, Jessica Wilde. Those drag clothes look like a donkey to pinata and threw up.
The Joker.
Jujubee, with that gaping thing you call it. I think I could go spelunking in there.
Spelunking?
Raven, the frosty bitch. I think I see penguins circling that pole.
The library is closed.
What is that?
I don't understand this drag queen fucking
This
culture.
annoys me.
That's why I wanted to play it for you. And the Joker is RuPaul. RuPaul's laughing like that because she knows the material sucks, so she's trying to pump it up.
Just watching that.
He. What the fuck is she?
Watching that. Crap.
What is she, Jimmy?
It's a he. It's got a cock and
good
balls.
egg. Now, well, you know, hey, you.
Big fucking dick.
Well, if you're lucky.
Stop.
So. And they're going to pick a winner eventually, I guess. And then what happens?
so to speak.
And then what happens?
And then they just all ass fuck in a daisy chain.
That'll be the season finale.
That's like the flamboyant gay that just gay people, I think, can't stand. I don't know. It just... that flamboyant, over-the-top gay is what annoys people, I think, so much about gaydom. About the gays.
The gay.
The gay.
Well, we got one more thing to get to before Mojo Nixon stops by for the first time.
Call it a culture. It's not a culture. Stop. It's just a thing. It's what you fucking do.
Did you hear about Ricky Martin?
Fucking girls. It's not a culture. My culture of fucking girls.
It's a culture.
It's not a culture. It's young Captain. Shit.
Okay. Reverend Al and the Tea Party thing.
Yeah, I want to hear little Reverend Al.
Was this with Bill O'Reilly, I think?
Yeah. Was it?
Give him a little credit? Yeah.
I think O'Reilly is, he tries too hard to be middle of the road, but he's not. Like, sometimes you could tell he's saying something he absolutely doesn't believe in.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, just to, be the guy that isn't the Fox stooge, like the whole right wing kind of. So he'll sometimes be like, yes, I agree with that. Well, one point.
It's the no spin zone, eh?
Oh, it certainly is.
There's no spinning there.
No.
The media ran wild with this Tea Party thing last week, blaming the Tea Party. You saw what Pitt says. Pitt says basically that the Tea Party people are racist.
Well, I think
that's unfair.
Yeah, but there's a difference in what Pitts is saying and in those that are talking about violence. I think what Pitts is saying and some of the New York Times writers are saying is that there is a racial component. When people talk about take back our country, who is our?
Well, you can't deny
shut the fuck up. Our country means less government. No. It means the people taking the country back. It's got to be a fucking issue with this fucking...
Well, of course the
guy.
Of course the Times writers said that. Of course they did. But they're not biased.
Take back our country. That must mean white people. Shut the fuck up. It means take it back from the fucking government bureaucracy bullshit and give it back to the people that are being represented properly. This fucking race-baiting cunt. Shut up, Reverend Al.
He doesn't see it that way yet.
Of course he doesn't. Why would he?
Who is our?
Well,
you can't deny
our is them.
Bill, you cannot deny there's some racial components in this.
Hold it.
Does that make everybody in the Tea Party racist? I don't think Pitt
I am going to deny that. Here's what I'm going to deny. I'm going to deny that the Tea Party platform, the movement itself, is based on race at all. It isn't.
If there are some elements of those Tea Party protesters that are racist, that is absolutely correct.
Well, then, in your group, there's some people who hate whites, so there's an element of racism in your group.
And you can say that there is elements in every group.
That's right. And so it's a specious argument. It's ridiculous.
But then why are you denouncing Pitts for using it then? You're the one that has the problem with it.
It's unfair. That's why.
Why?
Because he's demonizing the Tea Party by the action of a couple of loons.
He says an element.
Loons. It has nothing to do with the Tea Party.
No, this element is absolutely there.
Reverend, that would be like saying that America is a homicidal country because Charles Manson is an American.
No.
You can't do that.
It would be like saying America is a great country that has elements of homicide in it, which is true.
Good argument. They both made...
Well, Reverend Al tried to get himself out of it. He found an opening that, see, he'll let you hang yourself, Reverend Al. He'll sit there and wait for you to say something and then trip you up, and that's exactly what he did right there. He waited for O'Reilly to say the thing about, the fact that there are racist elements in his organizations, and then he jumped and said, well, then I'm right also. But the difference is, you can point out, he can point out racist elements in the Tea Party. And it's a huge story of how the Tea Party is racist.
But what racist elements are there?
When there's racist elements of Reverend Al's organization, you can point it out, and it will never be discussed or brought up on the news. So therein lies the huge difference, is he is impervious to being called a racist, whereas a couple of people, or even a few people in another organization, if it's a white organization, is called racist, then the entire organization is a piece of shit.
You're absolutely right. And again, I hate to keep going to Gutfeld, but that's where I get my news from. He raised a good point, too, that there was, Breitbart has, there's no proof that somebody said that somebody yelled nigger at a congressman or something. Yeah. There's been no proof of that. Like someone wrote an editorial and said that Breitbart is saying that there's no one yelled it, and can Breitbart prove that no one yelled it? And Gutfeld was saying how slimy this was. You don't have to prove something didn't happen. Yeah. When you make an accusation, you prove it didn't happen. There's $100,000 to be donated to the United Negro College Fund if any proof surfaces that somebody yelled, I think nigger, or did something racist. None has come out. None. So it's like, I don't even know if it happened. But if you throw the word racism, you're right, at something like that, all of a sudden the whole organization is, I don't think it's about race at all. It's not about a black president. It really is about people who think that a very liberal government is going to take a lot of their money. That's sickening.
If you had said that the Million Man March was racist,
they would have,
or elements of it even. Just say elements of it were racist. That would not be the story about it.
Right.
But with the Tea Party, you say elements are racist, and then Reverend Al comes out swinging, and everybody's saying stuff, and it just gets fucking crazy. It's not racist. It's taking the country back. Taking the country back means giving it back to the people and having the government not with their hand in your pocket and their fist up your asshole. Tired of it.
Yeah. It really is a cheap way to get out of a losing an argument.
It's amazing how quickly it works, though, in this country. Yeah. Everyone, Whitey, you're all scared little shitheads. Whitey. Go fuck off, Whitey, you dummies. You scared little fucking bunnies. That's what you are. You're scared of fucking black people, Mexicans. You're scared of every little group that has some letterhead and a little power base. You run and hide. Stupid white people. God, I hate you.
You're very angry today.
Oh, Whitey.
You're right, though.
I know. They're just scared. Open your mouths. Be honest. Don't be fucking evil or fucking, not even racist. Just be honest. Be fucking honest. If you have a problem with something and someone happens to be black, you could say you have a problem with them.
It's about, and again, Greg pointed this out, big government versus little government. That's what the whole thing is about. What Obama is proposing or just got passed is a very, very big thing. Like when people were protesting the war, that wasn't a racial protest. Like when blacks were protesting the war. That wasn't about they're racist against Bush because he's white.
Right.
That was about them having a policy disagreement on what this country was doing. And there was plenty of white people protesting against it as well. The reverse here is happening, but there are very, very few black Tea Partiers, because there's much more black Democrats. And look, blacks are a minority in this country, and a lot of them are not going to come out publicly into an organization that is against the first black president. I mean, it's just, they probably feel it's a bad form. Well, but it's not any more racial than anti-war protests were.
How many times did you have to hear the country has been in the hands of old white men for long enough? Now that to me is a completely racist fucking statement.
True statement.
True statement, but it's completely racist because it's you're saying there that it doesn't matter who's best qualified. It just matters that, look, you've had your tenure here, you've had your time, and it's time to put a black guy in regardless of if the white guy's more qualified or whatever. And that's what was being assumed with that statement. It's ridiculous. There's more separatism in the black community than in any fucking part of the white community. Racism, I think is pretty equal. I think it's pretty equal. I don't think black people like white people very much, and I don't think it's for past fucking sins. I think there's just a cultural difference that is inherent in this country, and it's very hard to deal with. But as far as separatism goes, I see blacks being a lot more separatists than whites are, wanting their own culture, community, wanting being separate from white people in where they live, what they do, it's just the way it is. That's how I say it.
I honestly don't feel blacks don't like I don't feel unliked by blacks. I really do think it's what they see as policy, what they see as historical.
Look, you can walk down the street though and see white people that don't like black people because they're black. It's this behind closed doors thing again. You hear if you're hanging out with a group of black people that start having a racial discussion, I'm sure they're not using the best terms for white people. If they're, somebody's annoyed or upset with the way things are going, or upset with a certain white person or a group of white people, just as much as it happens with a group of white people.
Well, yeah.
Talking about blacks.
But the issue is that most blacks are at least honest. I'm not saying right, honest. In a racial discussion.
Because they can be. They'll never be called out on it.
White people can be, too. And white people are not vehement enough. And white people have the guilt behind it.
Right.
I don't.
But also white people will get persecuted a lot quicker as far as in the workplace. You can't say shit on the air. You say one fucking thing that is even interpreted as racism, and you're going to lose your fucking job. A black guy, forget about it. He can fucking say what he wants.
Yeah, that's very true too, man. But people don't defend themselves harshly enough.
That's why I was saying pussy white people.
People immediately grovel and feel like, oh, you're criticizing me racially. You must be right, instead of biting back and saying you're a disgrace and a phony, and that's not the issue.
People aren't being realistic. They're not being honest.
Why are the Tea Partiers, why are the people who are talking about Sharpton not attacking him. Here's what happened.
I don't understand why
they did that cartoon about Obama and the chimp. And look, it was a very tasteless cartoon. The fucking Post said the buck stops here. We did it. Fuck Al Sharpton. This guy, and they talked about his taxes or his charity, whatever the fuck they did. Go ahead, protest. And you know what? It meant nothing.
Didn't happen. Reverend Al has kryptonite. It's called doing nothing when he protests or does his shit. That is his kryptonite. If you do nothing, he's powerless. Right. If you start caving in, we're white, we're sorry, then you're done.
Let's go to Ty, who's in Atlanta. Black dude. What's up, Ty?
Gotta say black dude.
Well, for the conversation you do.
Ty from Atlanta, that's like, I think you can figure it out.
It's all right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, sure. What's up, Ty?
I just want to say, as a black person, I agree a lot with what the Tea Party is saying, dude. I happen to be a person who's like, fuck Obama. Because I feel like this. If you're a president nowadays in the United States, you have to be a scumbag. Our government's all fucked. And that's just the bottom line. It doesn't matter if you're black, white. You can have a dog as president right now and the same shit fucking happen.
He makes a good point. Yeah, you gotta you gotta be a scumbag.
Right.
And, what, you thinking he's a little too, idealistic?
No, well, I'll give you an example. There was a book written by Brzezinski a while ago, about 20 years ago, called Between Two Ages. He said a time would come where Americans will be basically dumb enough where the media will control what they think, and everyone will have to feel like they're part of a certain group and get their ideas from that group. So now we got a whole bunch of people who are not self-thinkers. Everybody has to be this or that and just can't be people with fucking their own ideas.
Yeah, they've definitely divided the country over time into two separate teams that cannot stand each other, cannot work together. Conservatives, liberals, Democrats, Republicans. It's just it's so divided, and there's now a genuine hatred and animosity between these two groups that I don't see being able to really get together and work unless there is a major disaster or some kind of cataclysmic event in this country.
And the media, look, but has it ever been different? I mean, there was a civil war in this country. We've never been this harmonious place. We've never fucking seen eye to eye.
You look at World War II, right after 9/11.
That's true.
I mean, this is where we came together, and it was, let's do what's best for the country. Let's pass legislation that'll protect us. There wasn't, you got George Bush in there. He wasn't being railed against right after 9/11 when he wanted to implement legislation that was initially, people thought, whatever, to protect us from that happening again. You wouldn't find one person that was going to go, no, we don't want this. We work together very well under harsh circumstances, and then we forget so quickly and just turn on each other again. And now I think we're in one of the most divided points of American history besides the Civil War. I think it's Civil War now.
Well, he did, and again, in hindsight, he fucked up, but I think Iraq ruined his legacy. Had he not done that, I think he would have had a much more...
Dummy. So totally concentrated on Afghanistan and getting bin Laden, and leave that savage that knew how to deal with his savage fucking people in Iraq.
I want to dig up Saddam Hussein and just apologize on behalf of America. We're sorry. We didn't realize the fucking shit pile you were controlling.
And how well you did it.
Let's go to James in Ohio. James.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Jimmy, it's infuriating to me when people, not specifically you, but when people say it's big government versus small government.
I mean, hold on, sir. I mean, the idea of it. I think when they say take back our country, I think they mean government control. I'm just saying that I think what is behind those arguments.
Can I say this, James?
Sure.
Jimmy, it's the same amount of money that's going to be spent. It's the ideology behind it. So if it's for socialistic or socialism, some say, big government programs, or it's militaristic. The same amount of money gets spent either way. Now, I happen to be liberal, so I think less money should be spent on the military and militaristic attitudes and more on social.
Let me ask you something. What do you think produces more jobs in the long run? Giving people money or using the money to make things, invent things, and create industry in this country?
Well, Anthony, this is what I think. The amount of money that gets spent on missiles and jets and submarines could be cut drastically, and we would not, I believe, we would not dramatically affect our ability to protect ourselves.
Isn't that...
You're right. Some jobs would go away, Anthony, but then other jobs could be created.
But don't you think through social programs? I don't see a lot of jobs coming out of government-run social programs, by the way. Never have. But as far as the military goes, this country has been put in a position, whether we want to or not, of, world police. This country needs a very strong military, more so than a lot of liberals would believe. That military also creates a lot of jobs, a lot of technology, and a lot of things we use on a daily basis that created more jobs. It works like branches of a tree. Came from the military, and a military-based research is why we have things like fucking microwave ovens and steel-belted radials and things we use every day.
Can I ask, can I interrupt you, sir, to ask Ann a question? It's playing devil's, and again, I'm very pro-military, but what have we used the military for in recent years besides fucking throwing our fucking phony weight around, which really annoys me.
It does.
Because I don't give a fuck about it. This is not about leave them alone, man. It's about I don't give a fuck what happens between North and South Korea. I don't give a fuck about Vietnam and Vietnamese, what they do. I don't give a fuck about Iraq. What have we done, like, as far as protecting ourselves? Yeah. That has not happened since World War II,
I think we're going to look back on this time as a transitional period where no one really knew exactly what to do because of the change of the enemy. After the Cold War, I mean, that was our enemy. World War II, definitely. We knew who the enemies were. Vietnam, whatever conspiracy things you want to do. It was the capitalist government not wanting communist governments to be popping up everywhere, so we were fighting against that. Even that you can almost justify the ideology of the time, thinking that Soviet Union was this big power, and if they got a foothold in enough places, we were fucked. So it was defending ourselves. We're fighting now against lunatics that just want to run into subways with bombs and fly into buildings and do whatever they can to kill us. So we don't know how to use our army to conquer that problem. And I think in years to come, you're going to look back, or people are going to look back and go, wow, we really were kind of fucking up then, and things had to be rearranged and reworked to combat a new type of enemy. I don't think we know how to combat this new type of enemy, a new type of situation yet. But that doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong by trying to, or by switching things around, or coming up with new technology. And cutting the military budget down to give to social programs is not going to work no matter what time it is, because look at Jimmy Carter years. That's exactly what he did, and it took Reagan to bring the country back to the point where we were able to have any kind of respect in this country, in this world.
What about this, though? Why do we have fucking troops in Germany?
Well, that's another thing.
Get the
Europe has
fucking
changed.
troops out and get them off the fucking the DMZ. I don't want them in Korea. 14,000. That's wasted.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if Kim Jong-il fires shit missiles. That ship that sank, I don't give a fuck if North Korea sank it. It's not my fucking business.
Yep. Who cares?
Good. Fuck them.
We're on a single, monetary system now, even though, there's different types of money, obviously, but we're really wheeling and dealing with the entire world now, more so than we ever have been, and a lot more so than in the past during World War II, and when every country in Europe had their own money and whatnot. So I don't think you're going to see the type of war anymore like World War II, because it's not in the best interest of the world financially to fuck the world up like that. It hurts everybody a little too much financially for there to be one of those old type wars. So I don't think you're going to see that again. And I think your idea is perfect. Pull our fucking troops out, because you're not going to see Germany blitzkrieging its way across France anymore, because it's not in Germany's best interest.
But even if you do, fuck them.
Then let France deal with it. Right.
I think even Russia's had enough of Iran and their nuclear threats. Even Russia's getting tired
and
of it.
Russia's been one of their biggest proponents. They're fucking up on the numbers with this nuclear shit, and they're going to catch theirs from either Israel or the world community through the UN is going to shut them up again somehow. But even they're getting sick of it. The world is a much closer place just because of trade, because of goods and money, and that's why you're not going to see these giant world wars anymore, and that's why we don't need our troops spread out around the globe with this thought that maybe someone's going to invade somebody. Just it's a waste of resources.
Listen, we should stop here because this is a perfect place to pick it up after the break with Mojo Nixon.
All right.
This is going to continue, obviously, because Mojo probably thinks the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I don't know. About pulling troops out, he probably, who knows? I don't even know the guy. I'm speculating.
I know. I have no idea.
Well, I saw him walking around with his cut-off shorts. He looks terrific today. So we'll meet Mojo Nixon next. Stay there.